2-7, our story's been told. 15 years strong as champions unfold.
The following is a copyrighted feature of the Fun Media Group in conjunction with the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fyffe Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast Booth. It's the Red Devil Preview on Fun 92.7. Brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Paul Benefield Stadium for Homecoming 2024, and ironically, the home opener of the 2024 campaign. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson, and Drew Sims with you tonight for the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle Red Devil Radio Preview Show right here from Ridgeway Long Field, where tonight, a little bit of soggy field out there after the torrential downpours and the wind and gustiness we've had over the last 24 hours from the hurricane or the remnants of it that passed through here over the course of the nighttime. But nevertheless, field looks great. We'll get a look at the field conditions later on with Drew Sims, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. First of all, Greg, let's get right into this matchup here between Fyffe and Asbury. Fyffe coming in 1-1 on the year overall, but 1-0 in region play, the most important number to this point. Asbury 0-3. 0-1 on the season. Two teams that, as we both know, have trended in very different directions and have also had very different launching points, Asbury being the much younger program. Seventh meeting all time. Fyffe is 6-0 in this matchup. This is a Class 3A Region 8 matchup. When I give you just those small details, what pops into your head?
Well, you know, unfortunately, the complete domination of Fyffe in this series, and being from around here and loving high school football like we do, you don't want to see a program that's always suffering like this. So hopefully they'll get this headed in the right direction at some point in time, just not tonight.
True. And, of course, as we mentioned, this very short history, only the seventh meeting all time, JJ. This is a football program, the Asbury Rams, that have tallied a total of 6 points on the scoreboard all season long. It has been a rough go for Coach Matt Harris and this program, who, by the way, his second year as the head coach, ninth year as a program, and Coach Harris has been here for every game of all 9 years.
Yeah, and talk about mental toughness and talk about, being, it's not really a word, but you've heard it, stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah.
Coach Harris sticking in, trying to build a program there. It's really tough. If you think about the schools in Northeast Alabama or North Alabama who traditionally had not had football programs, and they tried to build them from the ground up, Asbury being one of them, they've all struggled.
Yeah.
It's tough when, all the other schools have years upon years, decades of a head start to build a program. But credit Coach Harris for keep grinding, keep working, try to build a program there at Asbury.
Well, just for measure, Drew, when you take a look at the years and longevity, while it's only the 9th season for the Asbury Rams, this is team number 92 for the Fyffe Red Devils. It's quite the discrepancy in this matchup.
Yeah, more than 10 times the amount of football seasons played, and that's shown, Fyffe with the 7 state championships and Asbury. I don't think they've made the playoffs yet. But, that's room to build on if you're Asbury for sure. And like you said, Coach Harris in for the long haul.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from Travis Lane inside the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard studios. He'll give us the latest on games that we're following throughout the course of the evening and games to keep up with off the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard. Don't go away. We're just getting started. Homecoming 2024 here on the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Stay with us.
The town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection. Score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
Ready to hit the road in a new car, but have no credit or bad credit? That's no problem here at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace, and here at Ace Auto Sales, we understand that life happens and credit issues can arise. That's why we're here to help you get into a new car that you'll love. At Ace Auto Sales, you can drive away in about 30 minutes with our hassle-free financing and unbeatable deals. Ace Auto Sales, where every car now has a warranty. Come see for yourself why our customers keep coming back to Ace Auto Sales. Browse our inventory at aceautosales.com.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fyffe Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, cow trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Digging a ditch isn't easy. When it comes to trenching and plumbing, trust the pros at Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. With over 25 years of experience, Marcus Wilkes and his team install underground utilities and plumbing for residential, agricultural, and commercial properties. As a family-owned business, Wilkes & Sons now offers construction plumbing and service plumbing for water heaters and more. If you need reliable water distribution systems, Wilkes & Sons is the name to call. Call 256-899-4552 for a free estimate. Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. We dive into the dirt so you don't have to work.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil preview, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative Broadcast booth. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson, and Drew Sims, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter on what is becoming a very blustery evening here at Paul Benefield Stadium. There is no stars in sight. I don't think we're going to see any tonight above the playing surface. We might find one or two on the playing surface of Ridgeway Long Field, but above us, it's getting pretty darn ugly, to be frank. The wind has kicked up another few notches. Rain is expected to be in the forecast throughout the evening. We did get a lightning notification earlier. We do not anticipate at this moment that it will affect or impact this game, being that we are still 51 minutes or so away from kickoff, but we will monitor the weather as we continue to go along. If something does come up, as long as we are able to stay on the air, we will stay with you through any timeouts that they may have to take due to weather cautions. I believe this may also be the final week that they'll take those mid-quarter breaks and for heat breaks timeouts. Right now, I don't know that this will be a game that we need heat break timeouts, as cool as it is with that wind blowing out there. But, again, we're monitoring the situation. We will be here with you as long as we possibly can be. I look down there, Greg, at the field, at the officials who were chatting with Coach Benefield at midfield. Their pants are about – they look like they're about to just fly right off their backsides.
Yeah, it looks like they're sailing on one of those America Cup ships right now, just kind of blustering in the wind.
That's exactly right.
Well, let's throw it back to the studio, get out of the wind, throw it back to the studio to Travis Lane, who's standing by with the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard update on games we're following this evening. Travis?
Another day, another dollar, and you're ready to cheer and holler as Friday night rolls in and you're ready for a win. But until then, we'll keep you up to date on the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard. For our list of games this week, we have Albertville at Sparkman, Appalachian at Galesville, A-Rab at Brewer, Asbury at Fyffe, Austin at Florence, Bob Jones at Grissom, Coosa Christian at Falkville, Fairview at Ardmore, Fort Payne at Southside, Geraldine at Sylvania, Gunnersville at Sardis, Hazel Green at Buckhorn, Huntsville at James Clemens, Lawrence County at West Point, Lee Huntsville at May Jemison, Muscle Shoals at Decatur, North Sand Mountain at Cedar Bluff, Ohatchee at J.B. Pennington, Pisgah at Pleasant Valley, Plainview at DAR, Priceville at West Morgan, Randolph at Westminster Christian, Russellville at East Limestone, Sandrock at Section, Scottsboro at Douglas, St. John Paul the Deuce at North Jackson, Tanner at Lexington, Valley Head at Ider, West End at Susan Moore, West Limestone at Danville, Whitesburg Christian at Collinsville, and you can catch it all right here throughout the evening. But now there are a couple games, as always, I like to mention. Actually, we got 3 tonight. First of all, Ohatchee is leaving the creek bank to head up the mountain and through the woods to battle with the J.B. Pennington Tigers for the 3rd time ever. Ohatchee's only had a football team since 1925 and J.B. Pennington since 1908, but yet they're only 50 miles apart. The Indians are sitting 1-2, and the Tigers are at 2-1. They're both looking for a win in this region game, but someone's got to get mauled or get scalped. Historically, Ohatchee has won both of the previous games with J.B. Pennington, so we shall see if history repeats itself. Next, in 5A Region 7, we have the Fairview Aggies cruising up I-65 to exit 365 to go on the Tiger Hunt, the Ardmore Tigers. Fairview has been enjoying a 2-0 season thus far, defeating Springville 41-17 on August 30th and West Point 48-13 last week. Coach Redding is in his 18th season at the helm and is showing all signs of rolling full steam ahead. Ardmore is running 3-0 with their most recent win last Friday night, 28-6 over Priceville. Head coach Jonathan Snyder is in his 4th season at the school near State Line Road. Will the Aggies get clawed or will they grab a tiger by the tail? Stay tuned. And last but not least, the 3-0 Scottsboro Wildcats are coming down to the foothills of Sand Mountain to earn another notch in their belt against the 2-0 Douglas Eagles. Scottsboro has scored 87 out of 134 possible points this season, and most of that was from last week's hard-fought 42-35 win over Boaz. Douglas, on the other hand, has scored 83 out of 96 points this season and has scored an average of 35 points over their opponents. Y'all pay attention to this one, as this is going to be a good game for sure. I'm Travis Lane, and I'll keep you in the game on the Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Thank you, Travis, and we look forward to checking in with you throughout the course of the broadcast here this evening as we get set for Fyffe and Asbury. It's the home opener for the Fyffe Red Devils. It's also homecoming, and we'll carry all those festivities for you throughout the evening. And hopefully we don't get rained and lightninged out, but we will follow the course tried and true. We'll take the break, be back with a breakdown of the Asbury Rams, as well as hear from their head football coach, Matt Harris, in his 2nd year. On the other side, you're listening to the Town of Fyffe Mayor Paul Cagle Red Devil Radio preview show on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
The town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
When it comes to protecting all that you worked hard for, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? I'm Allstate Agent Casey Price, and I'm the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all of your stuff. I proudly serve those in Alabama, but I can now help protect all of Georgia and Tennessee. From your home, car, rental properties, and ATVs, to your life, retirement, and business insurance, I can help with it all. Give Megan and I a call today at 256-638-7910, or stop by my office in Rainsville and see us. Are you in good hands?
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email Marla at voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Door sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil preview, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back to the FTC broadcast booth high atop Paul Benefield Stadium. Tonight, the playing surface known as Ridgeway Long Field. And a beautiful field it is. And coming up in just a little bit, we'll check in with Drew Sims, who will leave the landing perch that he has found himself on to descend down to the field to give us the field conditions alongside a weather outlook and, of course, the toss of the coin as we prepare for the home opener tonight between the Fyffe Red Devils and the Asbury Rams. Speaking of Asbury, let's get this show really in-depth and rolling here this evening. The Asbury Rams, as we mentioned, they come in 0-3, 0-1 in region play. This is a Class 3A region matchup. Seventh meeting all-time between these two programs. 6-0, Fyffe leads this one. The last time these two teams met, it's been a few years, Friday, October 22nd, 2021. That game was at Asbury. Fyffe won that game 54-0. Unfortunately for the Asbury Rams in that game, we remember it all too well. That was the get-right game after Geraldine knocked off Fyffe the week before, Greg.
Yeah, a little bit of a point to prove at that time, and Asbury was the unlucky foe.
Asbury head football coach Matt Harris in his second season at Asbury. He's 1-12 overall, got his first win, as we said, last year versus Brindley Mountain. This is a program, JJ, that when you take a look at the official rundown, if you will, 5 of Asbury's 7 wins have come against Brindley Mountain. They're 5-1 in those matchups. The other 2 wins came against Gaston and Woodville. Gaston, they're 1-6, and Woodville, they're 1-3. This is a program, again, only 9th season. They're trying to find something steady. And one thing that Coach Harris had mentioned to me off mic is what better way than to learn than not only watch film of probably the greatest in DeKalb County, especially right now in the last decade, but to get to play them and see how it's done firsthand.
Yeah, it's difficult because you want to challenge your players to be better, to understand what it takes to win. But it's a fine line with their mental aspect of it. If they get beat too bad, do you give up? Do you lose them for the year? Right. And that's mentally. That's not counting physically. So it's a really fine line, but I understand and appreciate what Coach Harris is doing. Of course, it's kind of unavoidable playing Fyffe since we're you can't get away from them in the same region. You just want to see if you got fight in your kids.
Here's my question, Greg. How do you instill some sort of confidence in your kids tonight? We as Alabama fans, many around the country, watched Alabama and USF last week. They kept replaying a scene from the pregame locker room speech of USF where the coach said, "We're not playing the logo, we're not playing the school, we're playing guys that are your age. These are dudes that are no different from you." And in all actuality, for the most part, that is the case here tonight. But with the past record, with all that Fyffe has accomplished, how do you instill that type of confidence going into a game like this?
I think you have to have some leaders, actual players. I don't think you as a coach can do it, honestly. I think you've got to have some players that are real leaders that start really believing themselves at some point in time that, you know what, we can compete. We just need to go out there and do our job and try to compete the best we can. But as a coach, I don't know if you can. And kids see so much nowadays. It's hard. It's tough.
Indeed it is. And Drew Sims, you have a bit of a special memory. I don't know that we can go too much into it, but you were a member of the Fyffe football team that played against this Asbury program in their very first year right here at this very field. And Fyffe and many other schools throughout the course of the season had agreed to allow Asbury to serve as the home team, even though it wasn't their stadium. You fast forward a few years, Asbury does have their own facilities now, but my point is you played in this game their very first season and saw their very first touchdown, but you have a bit of a special memory I'd like for you to share.
Well, they did score their first touchdown against Fyffe, but one of the, I guess the memory you're talking about is when me and I think it was Tyler Wilhelm, me and Tyler Wilhelm, it was a routine play, nothing out of the ordinary. I was at my position at linebacker, and he was the defensive line, and we just kind of met at the running back, and that running back was the unfortunate one too. I can't remember exactly what the injury was, but he did not play again that year. A little bit of a rude awakening, I guess you could say. But listen, as far as Asbury goes, the improvement's there from where they were. 9 years ago. They actually. No offense to that team 9 years ago, but these guys actually look like they're playing football. So the improvement's there, and not only in the football game, but they've got their own field now. They got their own field house. You were able to visit earlier this week. But the improvement's there. You just got to keep getting better.
Let's talk a moment about support. When you look at what Fyffe has in the stands currently, and I'm not making a knock at anything here because there are only so many kids available for the Asbury Rams as far as, the draw of the school. It's in a peculiar spot. It's not necessarily pulling from one specific town like Fyffe is. It's right there nestled just outside of Albertville. They get some Albertville kids that travel in. They compete with the other Marshall County schools as well, with like Brindley Mountain and such, DAR. But Fyffe stands, they're not quite full at all, to be frank. But you look across the way, they're working on it. You look across the way, there's a few more Asbury faithful starting to come in. But one thing that, Greg, we've learned over the years is that if a program is going to find success on the field, it really begins off the field, not just in the weight room like Coach Benefield wants to talk about, but in the support factor. And I don't just mean folks putting their butts in the stands. That does help. But you're looking at monetary too.
Yeah, I mean you've got to have people willing to help the program out, help with the fundraising, get the proper equipment, everything going. And like you're talking, and I'm sure it'll get more over there, but right now there's 8 people in the stands. Now I remember back in the 70s, in the middle of the time when Fyffe didn't have such good times. They were 0 city, hadn't scored in their first 5 games. But you know what? The stands were full. I happened to be here the first time they scored that year against Sylvania, and you thought they won the Super Bowl. But it was packed, even though they were 0-5 and hadn't scored a point. Yeah. So they've always had that support. And that's something that, again, I guess you just keep digging and hope that it comes around for you if you're Asbury.
Support was one of the questions that I had the opportunity to chat with Coach Matt Harris about of the Asbury Rams. It's our first coaches chat of the evening, presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. Here's my conversation with the head football coach of the Asbury Rams, Coach Matt Harris.
First of all, Coach Harris, wonderful to meet you in person and chat with you. And first of all, I appreciate the tour. You guys have got some wonderful facilities on the up and up here. You were telling me about and showing me some of the things, some of the improvements that's being made. Tell me about not only your facilities but the overall improvements of your program.
Well, thank you, Adam. We're very proud of what we have here at Asbury. We're thankful for everybody that's had their hand in making sure that these things happen, because at the end of the day, ultimate reason is for our kids, loving on our kids, making sure that that they have opportunities to be successful. We want to give them the tools and make sure they have those resources to be successful. And the major resource there is facility, whether it's weight room, whether it's locker room, it doesn't matter, And we want to emphasize that it's not all just flash and show, that we really do care about them and outside of the game. It's a priority for us to make sure that they understand what they have and that how important it is to keep it up.
Coach, you and I were talking off mic a little bit. Only the 9th year of the Asbury Ram football program. Struggling is probably not the word to use, but it is a little bit apropos to your current situation. But as you look at these this program, you've been a part of every bit of it. You've seen every high, every low. Tell me your aspirations as a second-year head football coach, what you have now, having been a part of all 9 years to this point.
Growth and closing gaps. That's something that we've adopted, that mindset, and tried to build that mindset into our kids. Is you want to grow and take every opportunity you can to be successful. Success for us be awesome to look like a win. Success for us would look like winning plays, keeping her cool, playing within the confines of the game, and having that self-determination that we're going to go into a ball game regardless of who it is, and we're going to take a fight to you, and we're going to stand toe to toe and not back down. We're working on that. We're cultivating that from seniors all the way down, and kids are starting to buy into it, and just rolling it every week, rolling it over and saying, "Hey, keep fighting, keep fighting." Biggest thing is loving on them. Tell them every day, love you. You stick with it, you keep fighting, you're going to accomplish something. So we just want to maintain it, want to keep going.
Coach, through 3 games, you've had an opportunity now to really kind of see who the guys are that you can lean on the team that you can count on to be your leaders. Tell me who those guys are. Who are some of these pups that are going to stand out to us tonight that we'll call on the radio?
Well, we've got a fairly, for us, a decent sized senior class. We've got 7 seniors, and we've got one that's banged up right now, but the other ones are going to play. And we've got our guy that's a hybrid kid. He's a quarterback, running back, and I'm we're still waiting on him to break the ceiling, but he's chipping away at it. We got our senior linemen who are working their tails off, and that one group of linemen, that first group, they kind of have a little group, a little cult going on themselves. They don't allow people into it, outside of the bubble. And they take their job serious, and they want to be successful, and they want to do it right, and they want to learn, and they just want to soak it up. And that's a group of kids that's going to fight, and they're going to learn, and they're going to grow every week, regardless of who it is. We're going to fight through things, and I anticipate goal-wise that we fight through and get the second half of the season, and we take what we've learned and take where we've grown, and we apply it.
Coach, this week you get a tough one in the Fyffe Red Devils. In fact, you're in a bit of a tough 3 or 4 game stretch here, but you get the Red Devils at their place. To quote, I think, the South Florida coach, you're not playing a logo. You're not playing a school. You're playing a bunch of boys that are the same age as your young men. When you turn on the tape and you present it to your young men, what do you see, and what sort of challenges do you foresee in this ball game with Fyffe?
With our kids, especially this week, is we force this on their mental state every week. Is they're just like you are. They run things fundamental. They screw up. They mess up. Their coaches rip them when necessary. They lift them up when necessary. They're fighting you just like you're fighting them. We try to make them see, hey, let's zoom in a little bit and let's understand what's actually going on here. Trying to teach them fundamentals and keep the basics in their minds by seeing other people do it. So we take advantage of, hey, we're going to watch these guys play, see how they play. We're going to scheme against it, and we're going to go out there and execute it. We're going to do our best to. And if we don't, we're going to figure out why. We're going to learn from it and move on.
Coach, best of luck to you, and just thank you again for the opportunity and the time.
Thank you, Adam. We appreciate it.
Coach Matt Harris there of the Asbury Rams. And first of all, let me say what truly an honor it is to have the opportunity to sit down and get to know Coach a little bit. He and I spoke on a more personal level than professional at times. And just a good dude, only a few years older than I am, so a good dude to chat with, a good dude to get to know. And I would encourage anyone that would like an opportunity to chat with him to do it. But as we get ready to close out this chapter of the pregame show, Greg, give me the rundown of our starting lineup for the Asbury Rams tonight.
All right, number 3 is a wide receiver, Tyshawn Wills. He's 5'11", 130 pounds, 8th grader. Running back number 4, Jackson Childers. He's a 240-pound senior, 6'3", so he could be a load there at that running back position. Number 5 is William Booth. He's another wide receiver, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. The quarterback is Blake Hills, number 8, 6'2", 180-pound sophomore. Caden Stanfield, another wide receiver, number 14, 5'8", 160. He's a junior. Another wide receiver, Aiden Covington, 180-pound junior. He stands 6'1". Left tackle for Asbury is Braden Pilkington. He is a 6 foot, 180-pound senior. Van de Beek Hupp is number 56. He's a right tackle, 5'10", 170 junior. Then you have James Lopez Reyes. He's number 70. He plays left guard. He's 5'6", 280 senior. Braxton Pilkington is the center, number 72. He's 6'1", 300 pounds. And then your right guard is Eric Perez. He is 6'1", 280 pounds, and he is also a senior.
All right, JJ, before we get out of here on this break, let me ask you this question. What does Asbury need to do in this ball game? I think maybe winning's a far cry to put out there per se, knowing what this is, but what does Asbury need to do throughout the course of this matchup?
Well, I mean, we've seen it. You see it time and time again. Take care of the football. You already have a deck stacked against you. You don't have to cut down on your own mistakes, the mistakes that you can control, and hang on to football. Run the play as designed. And compete. Don't be afraid or tentative, and get out there and put yourself out there and compete. I think that's what I would be looking for as the head coach. Are you going to compete, or are you going to back down?
Yeah.
Compete. Take care of do the things that we can do, that we can control.
Amen to that.
Penalties. Let me throw penalties in there. Pre-snap penalties, things of that nature.
Yeah. I think Coach Harris would probably concur with that sentiment. Let's take the break. When we come back, we'll break down the Fyffe Red Devils. We'll hear from my conversation with the head football coach of the Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield, and get you ready for homecoming tonight, 2024, and the home opener here at Paul Benefield Stadium. This is the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Don't go away. We're back with more in a moment.
The town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Dreaming of the perfect vacation? Let Travel by Misty & Company take the stress out of planning. With our custom vacation planning, you pick the destination and dates, and we create a getaway tailored just for you. Whether you crave relaxation, adventure, culture, or a mix of it all, we can handle the details so you can enjoy the journey. Ask about our deal of the day and make your dream trip a reality. Visit travelbymisty.com or call 256-996-1614. Travel by Misty & Company, where your dream vacation starts.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
no representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Stray Creek Studio is where ideas come to life. They offer customized, laser-engraved gifts and decor for all occasions, engraving wood, acrylics, and more. Do you have a new or existing business? Stray Creek Studio offers logo and website design, flyers, invitations, business card, banners, and more. Give us a call at 256-601-7856 or visit one of our convenient locations in Fyffe and Benton, Alabama. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Straight Creek Studio or online at straightcreekstudio.com.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life, but just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in Fyffe. Call 256-440-1520 for a quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil preview, brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back, everybody, as we continue with the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the town of Fyffe Mayor Paul Cagle, right here on the Fun Radio Football Network, presented by Superior RV, Fun 92.7 HD2, and, of course, the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook, YouTube, and back on Twitter, X, whatever Elon chooses to call it. I love what he's done with the free speech platform, but I wished he would change the name back just to make it simpler, but it is what it is. Let's move forward into the subject at hand tonight, the Fyffe Red Devils and the Asbury Rams coming into tonight's matchup. We've already kind of gone through the overall side of things with the Fyffe Red Devils. Last week, Greg, got win number 595 on the career of the Fyffe Red Devil program. 5 more wins, and they're going to be at 600. That's a pretty darn good pill to have, considering that Coach Paul Benefield himself has only been around for 307 of them.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got over half of them himself, so great job there picking the rest of us up.
Let's take a look at the numbers. The 2024 season totals, our man Jeremy Johnson, who wasn't with us last week, made me go on double duty, if you will, over the week and do some stat taking, going back and watching film. And I say this as gustily and proudly as I can. All these stats are film watched and verified. In fact, film watched about 4 different times this week just to make sure on certain things. JJ, give me the season totals, passing, rushing, and receiving right quick for these guys.
Okay, well, the season totals here, we got total yards for the year, 600 and my
that'd be a 6.
664 yards. Obviously, for those listening, 458, the bigger part of those yards is on the ground. However, a little surprising. For the Fyffe Red Devils, Blake Dobbins this year, 6 of 12 passing, and pretty 206 yards. I don't know what last year's total was, but well on his way to breaking whatever that was. I don't recall. So, good output here from Blake, passing the football. But as expected, most of those yards come on the ground for the Fyffe Red Devils.
And, of course, the guy that might surprise folks who haven't been able to keep up with Fyffe football much this season, the leading rusher for the Red Devils with 28 rushing yards rushing attempts, Ryder Gibson.
Yeah, Ryder Gibson. And, obviously we know he's going to have to carry a heavier load throughout part of this season as Logan is recovering and everything. But we know how capable Ryder Gibson is, and he's played in a lot of big games. And I look to see the full ensemble of running backs tonight getting a lot of work and maybe give Ryder a rest
That's why there's about 5 more green spaces down here for names.
Yeah, absolutely. And, looking down the roster again, there's a lot of running backs on that roster.
Ryder also sits at 322 rushing yards with 3 scores on the ground. He leads the team in not only rushing yards and attempts, but also rushing touchdowns. Behind him is Blake Dobbins at 12 attempts, 7 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Following that, the only other touchdown on the ground came from Logan Anderson in his 1 appearance on the season in the Pisgah game. 9 attempts, 81 yards there. Receiving-wise, 2 by 2 by 2 they go, JJ.
Yeah, so something I wanted to point out, even in the rushing game, and I know we have our favorite middle child there, Simon Hicks. I know we
He's
have
not
him.
Going to live that down, by the way. We didn't do that. Coach Benefield did.
4 rushing attempts for the season for 43 yards for Simon, and Simon carries have been few and far between. I know the Pisgah game he made the most of those, but Simon with 2 big catches for 93 of those 200-plus receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. So that's pretty impressive for Simon. I look to see him expand on that as well. And then Everett DeBoard, 2 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown this season. So those 2 guys going to be big in this passing game. If we rely on that at all and need to, we will. I'm sure there'll be a time. But I really want to see that Hicks boy get some more carries and a few more catches. We know what he does on the other side of the football.
A situation, though, that Coach Benefield will most certainly look to improve on is 3rd and 4th downs. Let's take a look at those. We'll first take a look defensively to give you an idea, give the folks an idea of what we're talking about here. On 3rd downs, there's been 25 attempts by the opposing team's offense, 25 third down attempts against the Fyffe defense. They have converted 13 of those 25 attempts for a 52% conversion percentage. And on 4th down, the opponent is 3 of 5 on 4th down with 60%. However, in contrast, the Fyffe Red Devils, they've only had 11 third down attempts on the year, and they've only converted 3 for a 27.27 percentile. On 4th down, Fyffe is 1 of 3. Percentage-wise, that's 33%. The defensive side, he obviously will always look to improve on and wants to get that even below 50% if he can, Drew. But the offensive side, even though Fyffe doesn't necessarily find themselves in those positions too often, he still wants to improve on those when they get there.
Yeah, that's the key. Fyffe doesn't get into a lot of third downs on offense. And Coach will tell you a lot of those third down conversions came from that Pisgah game. We did get Collinsville into some third downs and stopped them on third a good bit. I think we forced 2 turnovers in the Collinsville game, if I believe that's right. But that's how you win the big games, right? You convert third downs.
Yep. And
you stop your opponent on third down. So that's that comes back down to your seniors, really. You got to know, and you're ones handling the ball. On offense, you got to know where the sticks are, where you're trying to get to, and then on defense, again, you got to know where they are. Try to stop them short. So that comes, as the season goes on from your leaders.
And, Greg, it's really something that you can really work on tonight, though Fyffe may not end up necessarily offensively in third down attempts. But on defense, we imagine there may be several opportunities to improve on those numbers defensively.
Yeah, you would hope so. And I think one of the most disappointing things about the defensive numbers is those weren't a whole lot of 3rd and 1s and 4th and 1s. I mean, there were several times, especially in that first game, when it was 3rd and 25 or – the only time it was really, I can remember 4th and inches, Fyffe actually did a fantastic job on the goal line and held them. So I think that's something, like you said, fortunately, I think there'll be some opportunities to improve on those numbers and get your confidence back up.
Well, let's turn our attention, to the conversation with the head football coach of the Fyffe Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. It's Coach's Chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. Let's get his thoughts about this matchup tonight with the Asbury Rams.
Joined now by the head football coach of the Fyffe Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. Homecoming week for the Red Devils, the Asbury Rams coming in. Before we get to that one, though, Coach, one thing going back to last week, I know in our previous conversation you had mentioned penalties, wanting to get some of them things cleaned up from the week before. Last week, by my count, you didn't have any penalties. Tell me about how big that was for your guys to get that mess cleaned up.
Well, it's always big in a game that's competitive game that you don't have penalties and turnovers, and we didn't have either one last week. So, that's a good thing. And I don't know if each team didn't have many penalties, and sometimes you just don't get many penalties called, whatever going on out there. But anyway, we didn't have any penalties, I don't think, at all, and no turnovers, so that was a good thing.
Coach, one thing you mentioned at halftime, and I don't know that we addressed it at the end of the game, was cleaning up some of the blocking schemes. Of course, when they're putting 10, 11 guys up at the line of scrimmage, it makes it a little easier to throw the ball, to quote you there. But have you seen the cleanup happen in there as well, picking up the blocks, and in practice this week, have you seen that cleanup a little bit?
No, we still can't block 11 with 8, so that'll never clean up. It just, numbers don't work. But, we blocked. Ryder made a couple runs where he broke some tackles, and when everybody's packed in like that, it's, you can break out of that pack. You can go the distance, and then Blake hit a couple of receivers for touchdowns. And just wasn't hardly expecting. I expect a lot of people in the box sometimes, but not everybody within 2 yards of the line. So I guess it caught me off guard a little bit, but we still blocked okay in some cases and sometimes not okay. Hopefully we get a little better.
Well, more importantly, you got the region win out of it, and you get to now take on an Asbury team and that themselves is struggling quite a bit, to say the least, but only put up 6 points all year on the board. But nevertheless, it's the next opponent on the board. Tell me about the Asbury Rams and what you know.
Well, like you said, I think you said it all right there. Pretty good. They are struggling, and injuries and stuff. And Coach Harris just tried to keep them out there and keep them together. I'm sure doing a good job with them. And it's a game that we've had kind of a rough week trying to work against each other and have some competition Monday and Tuesday and try to get better. But just hope everybody can stay healthy.
Coach, when you take a look at this, and I hate to almost put it this way, but when you look at this matchup and even next week's matchup with Brindley Mountain, how difficult is it to kind of keep the kids focused in the game and of itself, not so much worried about the opponent, worrying about yourselves? How much is it? How much of a battle is it to keep the kids kind of engaged, knowing that this game may go the way that everybody expects this game to go?
Well, you can't. It's homecoming week, too. There's been a lot of distractions, but I thought we practiced really well Monday and Tuesday and got after each other pretty good those 2 days. And tried to make some type of improvement on the offensive and defensive lines. And, all this game is not as complicated as some people want to think it is. If you block better and tackle better, you will usually win and you don't turn the ball over. But I'm a little old school, so that's just the way I look at it.
Old School's won you a lot of ball games and a lot of championships over the time, so I think it's working out for you. Want to wish you the best, Coach. Thanks as always for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Coach Paul Benefield of the Fyffe Red Devils there. Our conversation with him. Before we take the break, Greg Mears, give us the starting lineup for the Fyffe Red Devils. Of course, no number 24 in the lineup tonight.
Nope, going to be a few more weeks, I imagine, before we see Mr. Anderson back in the games. But starting off, number 4, Blake Dobbins, quarterback, 6'2", 180-pound senior. Running back is Ryder Gibson, number 22, 5'11", 180-pound, still just a sophomore. Seems like he's been out there forever. Sniffer, number 21, Brody Badgett, 6'1", 221-pound senior. Wingback, Everett DeBoard, 5'11", 165. He wears number 1. He's a senior. Starting at tight end, we've got Cooper Harrison, 6'4", 191. He's a freshman, wears number 26. Left tackle is Weston Evans, 6'1", 215. He's a sophomore. He wears number 50. Left guard is Jacob Butts. He's 5'8", 221. He's a senior. He wears 66. Number 62, the center, is Jay Carter Lyles. He's 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. Right beside him is Jesse Martin, number 56, 5'10", 180-pound senior. Right tackle is All-State Tucker Wilkes. 70 is what he wears. He is 6', 238, and he is a senior. And then the other tight end is Simon Hicks, number 33, 5'11", 215 pounds, and he's a senior as well.
Simon and Brody are going to rotate, by the way, a little bit in and out there. Bryce Tuthero will also see some time at wing over the course of the next few weeks just to help supplement the loss of number 24. Let's take the break. When we come back, it's time for the Froggy Freeze pregame chill. We'll be back in just a moment. This has been the Town of Fyffe Mayor Paul Cagle preview show here on the Red Devil Radio Network and Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM. Stay with us.
You've been listening to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Coming up next, the Froggy Freeze pregame chill and the opening kickoff on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 HD2. You've been listening to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Coming up next, the Froggy Freeze pregame chill and the opening kickoff on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 HD2.
The town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fyffe Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fyffe and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
Fyffe Pharmacy is your hometown Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and personal health needs. Fyffe Pharmacy's focus is on you, providing you with a convenient location, professional and friendly service from a staff that knows how to make your visit pleasant and enjoyable. Located at 44 Blackwell Street, just off Alabama 75 in downtown Fyffe. Fyffe Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
Are you in a bind and need a reliable towing service in DeKalb County? Look no further than Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service, proudly serving the community for over 30 years. When you're stranded and need a lift, give us a call at 256-638-7041. We're here to rescue you with our expert towing and recovery. Remember, we're proud sponsors of the Fyffe Red Devils, so you know you can trust us. Don't wait. Call Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service at 256-638-7041. Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service. We'll hook you up.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major is striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Fyffe Red Devil football is on the air. We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fyffe Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Fyffe Red Devil football. Brought to you by
Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, Travel by Misty and Company, the Town of Fyffe, and Mayor Paul Cagle, the Clarkson Law Firm, Straight Creek Studio, Southern Ceramic Solutions, Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing, First State Bank, 50 Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, Fyffe Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, Market on Main Clothing and Gifts, South State Realty, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Allstate Insurance and Agent Casey Price, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service and Guffey's Tire and Wheel, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, North Country, Ford Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Arab, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, and by Petal's Flower Shop.
Fyffe Red Devil football. Online at fun927.com, on the Red Devil Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels, and on air on Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC, Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast Booth, this is the pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. Chill out with a hometown legend.
Welcome in to the Froggy Freeze pregame chill here on the Fun Radio Sports Network. The Fyffe Red Devils and the Asbury Rams getting you set tonight for homecoming action. Let's toss it down to Drew Sims for a moment, who is down on the field. Drew, it's been wet the last 24 hours, and needless to say, it's been just a hair windy.
Yep, definitely wind blowing. Field's actually dry. Not a lot of mushy spots on the field. It's going to be 72 degrees at kickoff. Is a 60% chance of rain. Looks like it's going to stay off to our west. But it's going to be, we're playing the clock. About 9:30 it's going to start raining, so maybe we can get done before then.
I don't know. They may have brought a helicopter in to get this field dry in time.
It's awful dry for what's taken place today.
Somebody must have got out there with some leaf blowers or something and pushed it towards the sideline and down the drain. I don't know. But as the captains for the Asbury Rams have been out for just a couple of moments on their far side, the 12 seniors representing the Fyffe Red Devils will come out to the midfield logo here. All 12, as is a tradition for homecoming especially. And then once we get in the playoffs, we'll see this again because you just never know when that last time is. But, Greg, as the captains get their final comments from the officials tonight, I think you really just want to get out of this on both sides without getting anybody hurt.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for both sides. And it's really important for Fyffe, since they've already taken a hit to that running back room. They don't need anything to happen to anybody else and cause them some issues with the depth there at running back for sure.
As the captains now begin to make their way towards midfield, the midfield logo, pleasantly the painted Red Devil flag, literally painted in red, draped in white, and a black outline with a pitchfork down about the 47-yard line. The white hat will give the final instructions to shake hands as the captains meet. Drew Sims will now take the microphone and stick it into the huddle as the officials introduce themselves to the players. Let's go down to midfield for the toss of the coin. Well, we've lost Drew.
White, you talk to white. Red, you talk to red. Nothing back and forth, so we have to take care of that part, okay? You're the visiting team. I'll let you call it. That's the heads. That's the tails. Tails, and that is the heads. What is your call?
Tails.
What did he say?
Tails.
He said tails. I'll flip it in the air. If I drop it, we'll do it again. All right. It is tails, Asbury. We want to receive. You want the football? You want to defend the scoreboard? Yes, sir. Put your backs to the scoreboard, looking towards y'all's clubhouse. Asbury, you come with me right here. Asbury's won the toss, and they elected to receive.
Well, at least we caught the most crucial part of the matter. Asbury will receive the football. We've got the pregame chill underway, and JJ, as we get ready to chill out with the hometown legend, Froggy Freeze, want to let folks know that tonight's game live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as Fun 92.7 HD2. The captains will now make their way towards the sideline for the Fyffe Red Devils. This is, to kind of piggyback off what Greg said, this is a stay healthy game at this point.
Yeah, it is. And, yes, it is an important game. It's a region game. All those are important. But, and I think that's the goal every week, regardless, for any team, regardless of who they play, is to keep these kids healthy, and not lose anybody for the season, regardless of position. So, definitely is.
The smoke pours out of the Elena Olivares Memorial Foundation tunnel, and here come the Red Devils. Tonight, the opponent, the Asbury Rams, they will be donning black helmets with two white stripes outlining a red stripe down the midsection of the helmet, a dark, crisp block A on each side of the helmet, white jerseys outlined in black trim on the sleeves, black numbers, Asbury written in black across the chest. They've got black pants on, Under Armour logo on the right hip pocket with the half stripe red and white down each side of the pants. For the Fyffe Red Devils, of course, that red helmet with the black flag logo on each side that we have come to know and love. The red jerseys tonight with white numbers, Fyffe written in red across the chest, everything outlined in black, whether it be the chest plate numbers, back plate, shoulder pads, black pants tonight. Not as many uniform combinations, at least for the Red Devils, that say the Oregon Ducks have, but there's quite a few, and tonight they're going to go with red on top of black. You've been listening to the Froggy Freeze pregame shift. We invite you to chill out with a hometown legend in Froggy Freeze. Now we get ready for the opening half kickoff, brought to you by Fyffe Pharmacy. It's the pharmacy that cares for you and about you. Fyffe Pharmacy bringing you tonight's broadcast and opening kickoff. And Drew, just before Jesse Martin meets toe to football, give me your quick 5 seconds or less upon this game.
Well, Coach Benefield's not going to start anybody both ways, so we'll see. We'll see a lot of names that you don't normally see, so bear with us.
Hoping we've got a full slate on the roster, too. As Jesse Martin counts it down, he'll put foot to leather. We are underway. Kick reined in at the 25-yard line, taken to the right side. Ball is loose. It is on the ground, and it is recovered by the Red Devils.
Well, exactly what I mentioned about controlling what you can control. Little to no contact there, and losing that football on opening kickoff is not the way you want to start if you're Asbury.
Indeed, it was on the recovery. According to public address announcer Ken Gann, on the recovery was Stephen Gilbert for the Red Devils, a 6-foot, 168-pound freshman. Blake Dobbins will lead the charge out tonight offensively from the quarterback position for the Red Devils. 1st and 10, they'll go to work at the Asbury 37 with 8 seconds ticked off a 12-minute first quarter clock here in the ball game. Fyffe will move left to right. Man comes in motion. It's a give. Everett to board. Everett trying to get the edge. He stiff arms a man. He'll get the edge set by a couple of blockers, but he's unable to tiptoe the line, and he'll go out of bounds at the 30, so give him a gain of 7. Gain of 7 for Everett DeBoard. 2nd down and 3 on an end-around play coming to the near side there. Not something that we typically see from Everett this season thus far for Everett DeBoard. That is only going to be his 2nd carry of the season. 2nd down and 3 upcoming for the Red Devils. Dobbins will give to Ryder Gibson. Ryder up the middle on the draw, sidesteps a man, breaks out of one tackle, trying to break out of another, and he can't, but he will get inside the 10-yard line, brought down at the 7 for a Liberty Bank first down. The bank that's always on your side, it's Liberty Bank first down with the tackle for Asbury. It looks like he's listed as 16. We don't have a 16 on the roster. We only have the roster given to us by the AHSAA, so bear with us, folks. Again, names that we may or may not have apparently on both sides of the equation here. Not even a minute gone by, and Fyffe is deep in the red zone. Here's a give to Ryder Gibson. Ryder sheds one tackle, sheds another. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils. Ryder Gibson gets Fyffe on the board with 11:05 remaining in the first quarter. It is 6-0, and that is a impressive opening drive there. Very well executed, Greg.
Yeah, they just did what Fyffe did, kept it on the ground and pretty much right up the middle.
So Jesse Martin will put it back on the boot for Ryder Gibson, team's leading rusher in all categories. That'll be his 4th touchdown on the year on the ground. Jesse Martin out of the hold of Maddox Doss. Snap is good, hold is good. Kick is up, right into the net. The kick is good. With 11:05 remaining in the first quarter, Fyffe 7, Asbury nothing on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fyffe tradition. Owned by 3 generations of Fyffe High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions, offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spiced cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
50 words to describe 50 taters. Delicious, tasty, mouth-watering food heaven. Well, there are many more words, but to experience comfort food in a casual dining atmosphere, stop in at 50 taters. From loaded taters that are legendary in North Alabama to sizzling steaks, tantalizing barbecue plates, burgers, and simply irresistible salads, the choices are endless. Fill up before the big game at 50 Taters in Rainsville at 770 East Main Street. Open Wednesday through Saturday 11 to 8 and Sundays 11 till 2:30. 50 Taters. It's taterific.
Now back to the Farmers Telecommunications broadcast booth for Fyffe Red Devil football on Fun Radio.
I owe a bit of an apology to one Lucas Phillips, who seems to be handling the kicking duties here tonight, at least on kickoffs. Lucas booted one to the 15, returned all the way back up to the 30 before Asbury is able to set up shop for their first offensive drive of the ball game. 1st down and 10 for the Rams at their own 30. They will move right to left, down 7-0. It's a direct snap to normally a wide receiver, Caden Stanfield, the 5'8", 160-pound junior. He'll get about a 3-yard loss here after I believe he was greeted believe that was Blake Dobbins.
Yeah, it's hard to tell who made first contact because there was about two or three of them there.
They've there we go. They've got the second down fixed on the down marker on the other side. After this play, in just a moment, we will check the Allstate Insurance scoring recap on that opening score by the Fyffe Red Devils. Second down and 13 upcoming. Now the quarterback back there in the gun, Blake Hillis, 6'2", 180. He's a sophomore. He'll hand off, trying to take it up the middle, and Fyffe is there to greet him rudely in the backfield again. Third down, a loss of about 1 on the play. Be third down and about 14 to go now. Simon Hicks at the bottom of that pile for the Fyffe Red Devils. Third down and 14. Let's check the Allstate Insurance scoring recap, Greg.
Well, that was a total 30 yards. Ryder Gibson, 2 rushes during that time. He took it in from 7 yards out. It took a total of 47 seconds to make it 7-0.
That is Allstate Insurance and Agent Casey Price in Rainsville. Are you in good hands? That brings you our scoring recap. Third down and 14. And the sprinkles have begun to descend atop Paul Benefield Stadium here. A 3-yard gain will be picked up for a 4th down and 11, so a short gain. 4th down and 11 upcoming by the Asbury Rams. So far, -1 yards total offense here, but good forward positive progress there, at least, JJ, for Coach Harris's Rams.
Yeah, at this point, you're going to take whatever you can. First play, big loss. Try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Just want to handle this punt and get it off at this point.
Handling the punt for the Asbury Rams is going to be James Lopez-Reyes, a 5'6", 280-pound lineman. Not a bad leg either. Maddox Doss back to field it. He'll field it at the 45. Comes back to the near side, trying to cut it back up the middle of the field, and he'll get wrangled down around the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. It will depend on the spot of the ball. So first down and 10 upcoming for the Red Devils. They'll take over with 8:45 left to go in this first quarter rather. Fyffe up 7-0 here in this ball game. Fyffe yet to get a full complement of 11 men out there on the field. Now they do. Now Everett DeBoer's going to run off. Play clock still with plenty of time on it. 20 seconds left. Blake Dobbins in the gun. He'll give. Here's Bryce Tutherow from the wingback position. Spins out of one tackle, trying to spin out of another. He can't get out of the clutch of the second one, but that's a good 8-yard gain from Bryce Tutherow. Sets up second down and 2, Drew.
Yeah, got hold of his jersey. Kind of had him by the couldn't. Bryce was spinning and trying to get away from him, just couldn't.
That young man was not going to let him go. It was hard to pick a number out on that white jersey, too, as to who it was.
I think it was number 14, Adam.
Second down and 2. Play action. Dobbins will look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Cooper Harrison. Short changed him on the throw. Cooper had to wait on it. It's a first down picked up, though, down to the 5-yard line. So a Liberty Bank first down. Blake Dobbins completes his first pass of the night, and he comes to the sideline, tapping his chest, Drew, and looking at Coach Benfield, said, that one's on me. It should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I think he had his pick. Really, all 3 receivers that ran a route were wide open. So Simon and Cooper and DeBoer.
First and goal from the 5. 7:45 remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Fyffe with a first and goal from the 5. As, again, the sprinkles continue to come down. Here is Blake Dobbins on a keeper. Blake Dobbins untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils. And I've just been notified that elsewhere on the Fun Radio Sports Network, as we've got an Asbury Ram very slow to get up. He's finally rising to his feet. But we've been told otherwise on the Fun Radio Sports Network that there's a few games going into delays and potential postponements, potentially till tomorrow, including the Arab Knights game with your Brewer Patriots. That's 2 of the 4 that we typically have because they're playing each other this week. Jesse Martin, once more, will put the boot back on. He's not handling the kickoffs tonight, but he'll handle extra point duties at least for the meanwhile. His kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 our score. Red Devils on top with 7:28 left to go in the first quarter on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC. Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC. Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fyffe and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Aaron Torres on the return for the Asbury Rams just a moment ago on the kickoff, and he got leveled by Brody Freeman, the 5'8", 140-pound sophomore. Drew, you pointed it out a moment ago. We've got a lot of young bucks on the special teams unit, especially on kickoff.
Yeah, I think the whole 11 are underclassmen.
I believe the kicker. And I think we're going that way somewhat on defense here, too, a little bit.
I think Simon's still in, but he may be the only one. That's right.
Blake Dobbins is still in the game, it appears, but Hutcherson is also in the game. Here's a give, first down and 10, and Brody Badgett, who normally does not play defensive line as a starter, is in there, and he makes the tackle on the running back. No gain on the play, second down upcoming, and we've got a stoppage. Is this the –
quarterback lost his helmet, but I'm one of those. I think the refs should have called that sooner than they did.
Okay, so we're looking like we're going to bypass Mel. Maybe, I don't know. We're still at only 7 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. So we might have a heat break timeout. Not that they necessarily need it.
I say you would hope that common sense would take over, but I don't know.
He said common sense.
Common sense. It's not so common.
Second down and 10 upcoming. What is that today? What is common sense?
Superpower.
Keeper.
Caramba.
By the quarterback, and he'll get leveled in the backfield.
That was Ryder. Hunter Latham.
Hunter Latham helping make the tackle there for the Red Devils. A loss of 2, third down and 12. Hunter Latham's a young man, JJ, that just a couple of weeks ago, I know you weren't with us for the Collinsville game, but a couple of weeks ago made his presence felt in that ball game with Pisgah.
Yeah, he's starting to come on. He actually played. Yeah, he played against Pisgah, played very well. Missed last week's game, but we'll probably hear his name a lot.
Just a sophomore as well for Coach Benefield and the Red Devils. Third down and 12. Quarterback under pressure. Throws, fires back across his body midfield. It is incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I think
the intended receiver, I thought he was wearing a 7 for a moment, but it's a 3-5. And we don't have his name either.
Well, just to point out right there, rollout by quarterback Hillis. Receiver was wide open. Poor throw.
Yep.
Those are the kind of things that you could have controlled. You could have got a gain there on that possession.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yep. So on fourth down, Asbury will punt. A little more direct line kick. Maddox will rein it in at the 47. He's coming back to the near side with a full head of steam. He's got some blockers. Slides out of one tackle. He'll get untouched into the end zone. Maddox Doss, punt return for a touchdown. Maddox that time, Greg, saw lightning in a bottle, and the moment his hands and fingers got wrapped around that football, he turned on the Jets.
I don't think anybody even got within 5 yards of it, to be quite honest with you.
The punter did.
The punter did, and all he did was stick out a foot.
He did a little strut there. Wow.
That's why you kind of clasped your jaws together, wasn't it, there, JJ?
It was. For the sake of those at home.
It is 20-0. First quarter here. The wind is getting worse, it does appear, from the flags and the net moving behind the field goal post as Jesse's kick is up and good to make it 21-0. Red Devils on top of the Rams with 5:40 left to go in here in the first quarter of halftime. And, yep, here is the midway timeout of the first quarter. We'll take it with them. 21-0 our score. Red Devils on top on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Market on Main is your one-stop shop for women's clothing and gifts in the heart of Fyffe. Discover the latest fashions and game day apparel, all at an affordable price. Gear up for Friday nights under the lights with the Red Devils and find tops, dresses, jeans, jumpsuits, and rompers all on our shelves. Visit us at 1002 Main Street or call 256-623-8503. Don't forget to follow Market on Main on Facebook for specials and new inventory. Market on Main, your style, your community.
Fyffe Red Devil football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Maddox Doss, before we had the heat break timeout, which are required by the HSAA, I want to remind everybody, Maddox on a punt return for a touchdown. We'll check the Allstate Insurance scoring recap coming up in just a moment after Greg gets his act together.
I'm ready for you.
Oh, all right.
Which one you want, this one or the one before?
We'll get them both here in just a moment. Bobbled kickoff return finally reined in. Tackle will be made after a short gain of about 2 yards. Legitimately a 2-yard return. He ran about 10 yards just to only pick up 2 on the return. Once again, the tackle made by Brody Freeman. Let's check both of those scoring. Hold the phone. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'll explain what I just saw in a second.
All right,
go ahead.
Real quick then, the first drive, our second drive was three plays, 39 yards, big pass from Blake Dobbins. Really set it up, and he took it in from 5 yards out. And then, as we just saw, Maddox Doss took in a 53-yard punt return.
Quarterback keeper all the way. Simon Hicks still in the game. Grabs him up by the left shoulder pad and slings him down for a loss. Let's see where they mark him. Back inside the 20. It looks like the 18-yard line. So what I saw that got my attention and interrupted you there, Greg, they threw the football back from the kickoff back to the sideline, and one Brody Badgett took a mollywop of the ball to the face.
Oh, my gosh. Probably the hardest lick you'll have all night.
Oh, no. Second down and 14 to go. Quarterback in the shotgun. They're rotating quarterbacks here, by the way. This is typically the starter. He'll surge ahead and get right back to the line of scrimmage where Fyffe has collapsed it already down, then bring up third down and 14. On the tackle there, we'll give credit where credit is due. This time it goes to Ian Slayton, the 6'1", 282-pound freshman, otherwise known as Big Country, Drew.
Well, I was going to say that's what Brody gets for not wearing his helmet on the sideline.
That's right.
Coach Hatfield would agree when they ask him.
He still has it off.
Have we got an injured player down?
Yes, he tried to make it to the sideline. He did not make it all the way to the sideline. It is an Asbury player.
Well, it looks like they're going to bring his sub onto the field already, but they're going to acknowledge the injury timeout. Let's go ahead and throw it back to the studio for a Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard update. Here's Travis Lane.
In-game scoreboard. It's another Friday night in the heart of Dixie and another edition of your Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard with a look at area scores from around the area. Pisgah leading Pleasant Valley 7-0. Sandrock over Section 7-0. James Clemens ahead of Huntsville 7-0. Plainview over DAR 6-0. And Valley Head and Eider knotted at 0. I'm Travis Lane, and I'll be back with more games and more scores on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Drew, you're down there with a better view of what happened a moment ago that made us get into an injury timeout. I'm not quite sure exactly what went down. Can you give us any more information?
I don't want to speculate on any injury or anything, but that lineman was kind of in the middle of that pile there. Kind of came up and tried to make it all the way to the sideline, just couldn't make it, had to take a knee about a little past the hash mark over there. So Brad's over there with him now, checking him out.
Thank you, Drew Sims, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. Third down and 14 now as play resumes. Quarterback rolls out right, he'll fire deep and to a cheerleader.
Did she catch it?
That's the only one in the vicinity of that football on the Asbury Rams sideline. It'll be fourth down. And the Punt team will come back out again. Asbury 0 for 3 on third downs tonight.
That'll help that percentage.
Yeah.
Maddox Doss, for the first time, will take a stand inside the opponent's territory to field a punt. He is standing at the Asbury 41 as he continues to slowly rock forward.
We may see another one.
Snap rolls back to the punter. He gets a low kickoff this time. Maddox fields it near the bench of Asbury, gets away from a tackle, comes back to the near side. He's coming back. He's got a convoy. Maddox is going to have his second punt return touchdown of the game. Touchdown, Maddox Doss. Touchdown, Red Devils.
My goodness.
That time, he wasn't running near as hard. He was running harder the first time.
I called it. No, the good job by the punter to squib it to the opposite side of the field, and then all the pursuit and everything went to that side, and Maddox just reverse field, and there was green grass all the way.
Once you reverse field, you could see it wasn't anybody going to get near him.
Yeah, Greg was punching me in the shoulder.
Yeah, you didn't give him the broadcaster's curse, JJ.
Yeah, usually it works the wrong way.
You and Greg are like black clouds.
Yeah, I know. We watched our team last night.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
High snap, but Maddox gets it down. The kick is up from Jesse Martin, and the kick is good. With 3:40 remaining in the first quarter, it is 5-28, Asbury nothing on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fyffe, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back here as we continue from Paul Benefield Stadium. The playing surface of Ridgeway Long Field so far sees 28 points on the board for the Red Devils, none for the Asbury Rams, and we still have 3:30 left to go in this first quarter. We'll check our Allstate Insurance scoring recap coming up in just a moment after this first down play for the Rams from their own 24-yard line, moving right to left. Quarterback keeper again stuttering around in the backfield. Here's a positive gain of about 2 yards as he'll use his frame to fall forward. Quarterback Blake Hill, 6'2", 180 is what he's listed as, and that time he used every bit of that. No correction. I want to tell you who exactly. It's the other quarterback. I want to correct myself there. He's about 5'8", 160, but he still used his frame there, Greg, to surge forward as you give us the Allstate Insurance scoring recap.
Well, another quick one, Maddox Doss. Punt return, this one from 40 yards out. I don't think anybody was I think everybody was farther away from him on this one than they were on the other one. So clear sailing, took it around the right side, and in for 6.
Second down and 8 from their own 26-yard line. Moving right to left with 2:47 left to go. Wind continues to fly right into the face of the Rams here. Quarterback keeper again. He'll surge forward for another yard. Third down and 7 upcoming. On the stop for the Red Devils. I believe that's Anthony Mill still in the game, and indeed it is. Anthony Mill with the tackle there.
Yeah, I think they've been swapped. I think Tucker was in there at nose tackle last possession for Asbury, so Coach rotating those guys in and out.
JJ, a lot of times we talk about games where Fyffe gets a lead big and then they can kind of coast with their backups and allow them to get the playing time, but Coach elected to, and rightfully so, start this game with a lot of backups in to get them some meaningful playing time in a varsity game.
Yeah, and it does matter. Regardless of competition, it does matter. No substitute for getting on the field and playing.
In the gun, and here comes some whistles. I don't see a flag drop. Do we have a timeout? We do. Timeout taken.
I think the play clock almost ran out.
Timeout by Asbury. We will take the timeout with them. Again, Fyffe leads it 28-0 here in the first quarter. 1:55 remaining. You're listening to Fyffe Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Hello, folks. This is Greg Anthony, General Manager of North Country Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Arab, Alabama. My wife, Ash, and I would like to say good luck, Red Devils, and go Big Red. If you want to join a winning team, make the short drive to Arab, Alabama, where you're going to save money, get more for your trade-in, and have lower payments and lower interest rates. So if you want to be part of a winning team, just like the Big Five Red Devils, then make the short drive to Arab, Alabama. North Country Ford and Arab. I'll see you soon.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer relaxation and therapeutic services as well as our Medi-Spa services. We offer massages, skincare, wellness soaks, a nutrition program, and weight loss. We customize and personalize your wellness journey. So call us today at Pennies from Heaven Spa, where you come to get away at 256-638-9772 or 256-638-9SPA.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fyffe Red Devils on Fun Radio.
Welcome back out of the timeout. It is 3rd down and 7 to go. Asbury Ram football. This will be their 4th third down attempt of the evening here in this first quarter. And some delay on.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on.
Had a player down out of the timeout in the huddle, so I don't know.
They were getting some equipment off. I'm not sure what was going on.
Coach Harris not happy with whatever's going on. 3rd down and 7. Quarterback will roll out to the right, looking like he's going to try and throw. He will. It's caught, and here's a first down for the Asbury Rams. And a 3rd down conversion to boot to the 37-yard line. On the reception for Asbury, I believe that was quarterback to quarterback. Caden Stanfield on the reception from Blake Hillis.
And again, that's that earlier pass that I mentioned that was open. It was a bad throw. Same pattern. Good delivery there by Hillis to get it to the receiver.
Yeah, the receiver looked like he knew he caught it, but he didn't look like he thought he was going to get it.
Stuck in that back shoulder pad is what it looked like.
Yeah.
Under 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hillis, the keeper again, and he'll kind of get stopped right at the line to gain, or rather the line of scrimmage, that is, and will actually get brought down for a loss of about 1. 2nd down and 11 upcoming is the wind. You hear it in Drew's microphone really, really beginning to hurl its vengeance around out here. I don't know what we did to offend it, but
that stopped as soon as you said that.
Well, there you go. Call it on the floor. Just call it out. 2nd down and a short 11 to go. They moved the football once again. Quarterback keeper this time. He'll get about 2. 3rd down and 8 upcoming. It's Hillis with the carry again. To the 39-yard line he goes, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 to go. That should potentially get us to the end of the first quarter. We'll see what Asbury elects to do.
Yeah, it looks like they're taking it in.
I think they're taking it.
I don't know. They're going to go ahead and send out a young man. Let's see with a play call. 12 seconds. I don't know. They're not going to do it. Probably a wise move, too. 28-0 as we end the first quarter. Red Devils on top. Asbury's got a 3rd down. When you return for the second quarter here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Petals Flower Shop supports Big Red and is hometown owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. It's that hometown connection that makes doing business with Petals so personable. Jennifer understands what her clients need because she's hometown proud. Petals Flower Shop has a variety of beautiful fresh and silk flowers with daily deliveries for funerals, weddings, or any special event. Remember, flowers are for special people too, not just occasions. Call 256-623-2763, like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook, or stop at their new location at 1160 Main Street in Fyffe. Go Big Red!
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back for the start of the second quarter to Paul Benefield Stadium, Ridgeway Long Field for a 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Asbury Rams. Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson in the FTC broadcast booth. Drew Sims is our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. 3rd down and 8 from the Asbury 39. Rams have the football. And on 3rd down, they try to take it off guard and tackle, and no gain on the play on the quarterback keeper. 4th down, and that time it was not Hillis, it was Stanfield back there rotating these quarterbacks in and out like crazy. But nevertheless, 4th down and 8. Now back to field the punt is not going to be Maddox Doss. Maddox has got 2 punt returns for touchdowns on the night. Getting a chance at it, Brody Freeman. We've called his name a couple of times tonight, a couple of tackles on special teams kickoff returns. Back to kick the punt away is James Reyes-Lopez, who normally plays left guard as well as a starting lineman. He's going to keep it away.
Okay.
And this one goes over the fence and into the Fyffe fan base.
Well, guarantee you're not going to give up a punt return on that.
That's one. I was about to say that very
nice
thing.
game plan.
That's one way to do it.
Because I was about to say, could we possibly see a 3rd punt return, and no chance of that.
So 1st down and 10 upcoming for the Red Devils. They say the ball went out of bounds at the Asbury 49, so that in effect is only a 10-yard punt?
About a 10-yard punt. Now, to be honest with you, I think the spot was kind of generous, too. It looked like it went out about the 45.
1st down and 10 for the Red Devils now with 11:15 left to go in the first half. Blake Dobbins still out there at quarterback. He'll give to Ryder, also still out there. Ryder on the draw up the middle. Ryder, one play, gone. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Guys, I think any of us, we can lock arms side by side and run through that hole for a touchdown. So,
well, I don't know about that. I hadn't ran in a while.
Well, we wouldn't have to run.
I mean, Scripture says, what is it? Those only run when evil is chased, or something. Halloween is approaching.
It also says those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall run and not grow weary. Apparently, I'm not waiting enough because I get tired when I'm running.
Oh, we're having fun.
I just want to know if there's going to be a trash can at the end. So
Lucas Phillips boots a high hanger through the uprights. It's good.
Good job by Lucas.
With 10:55 remaining in the first half, Fyffe is up 35-0 on the Asbury Rams on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
A cracked windshield is a constant distraction and a hazard. Let Rainsville Auto Glass replace your windshield and give you peace of mind while on the road. Rainsville Auto Glass can repair power windows and fix annoying chips in the glass too. Repairing auto glass is just part of what Rainsville Auto Glass can do. They can also repair and replace glass in your home, like a cracked living room window. Call Rainsville Auto Glass at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East in Rainsville.
Fyffe Red Devil football now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Lucas successful on his very first extra point attempt of the season, and he'll handle the kickoff now as he has all night. It's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Better be glad it rolled into the end zone.
Good kick.
Who's getting it? Are you getting it? Am I getting it?
At least Albertville better be, or I can't even speak Asbury. Y'all are throwing me off. We're having too much fun up here. So Jesse has gone 4 for 4 on the night on extra point attempts, and it seems like his night may be done.
I'm going to go back to that last drive. That is the first time that there was a play actually that started in Fyffe's territory. They're on the 49. Everything has been starting on Asbury's or ending on Asbury's side of the field.
Wow. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Rams. Direct snap. Again, rotating those quarterbacks in and out. Caden Stanfield, no gain. 2nd down upcoming. Let's check that Allstate Insurance scoring recap, Greg.
One play, 51 yards by Ryder Gibson, right up the A-hole, as they say.
Whoa!
Oh, my God.
The A-gap. Excuse me, the A-gap.
This is a family-friendly broadcast, I remind you.
Not for long.
See, we called them, it was a 28 hole.
Just finish it. Just
20 seconds.
Foot in mouth.
20 seconds, 35-0.
2nd down and 11. 2nd down and 10, rather. See, now we're all kinds of confuffled. They're going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. The intended target who took a shot from Freeman. And that is going to be, we don't have his number, 35. We don't know who that is. We apologize to the Asbury fans listening. We were not given an accurate roster from the HSAA, but 3rd down and 10.
Don't jump, man.
Yeah, he was like triple covered there as well.
Yeah, that was definitely designed or called throw.
And by the way, that was Freeman again that hit him. Freeman, we've called his name. That's probably the 5th time tonight that young man is, of course, that we can see with our naked eye, has made a play for Coach Benefield and the Red Devils, and he's looking to maybe get his name in the running for defensive MVP. On the carry, keeper, left side of the line. It's a short gain. It'll be 4th down upcoming after a gain of about 3. So 4th down and 7 to go, and there's some Rams slow to get up.
So we got all these underclassmen, and the thing I'm noticing right now, and it's always the case with Fyffe, is these guys on that front line, they are aggressive. They're hitting that offensive line, and, looking at Asbury, they seem to not be as aggressive and willing to. All right.
High snap, and the punter this time is able to wrangle it in, gets a foot on it, trying to keep it away from the return man and Brody Freeman. Wise decision. This time it stays in the field of play and does not come into near the bleachers area of the Fyffe fan base. 9:10 left to go in this first half. 35-0. Good guys on top. Fyffe will start in opponent's territory again at the Asbury 37. And we will have a changing of the guard now. Maddox Doss will come in to run the offense from the quarterback position. First down and 10 at the 37. Give Sawyer Watkins. He'll take it right up the gut. Sawyer will get his jersey dragged and tugged and stretched a country mile and a half before he's finally brought down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. It's a Liberty Bank first down. Been a minute since I had to say that. A Liberty Bank first down picked up by Sawyer Watkins there for the Red Devils inside the red zone down to the 17-yard line. Greg, a young man that can also keep those wheels just churning and churning and churning.
Yeah, they're taking on that jersey. He kept going, probably gained another 10 yards after they had a hold of it. You'd learn for the old days of the tearaways, that'd be another one-play touchdown right there.
The old days of the tearaways. Boy, there's going to be a lot of young folks listening that ain't going to know what in the world you're talking about.
No idea. Go back and look at some old Alabama film.
I know what a tearaway jersey is.
First down and 10 at the 17. Here's Sawyer again. And the parting of the Red Sea, quite literally.
All 4 of us could have held hands and walked through that. Oh, you're right about that one.
Absolutely.
Touchdown, Red Devils. Sawyer Watkins. Oh, my Lord.
No one got even close.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, legitimately. I say the parting of the Red Sea. The offensive line wearing the red jerseys tonight just parted that sucker wide open.
That was the second or maybe even some of the third-string offensive line there, too.
Yeah.
Kudos to them.
Absolutely.
Lucas Phillips will attempt the extra point. Kick is up. This young man's got a leg on it.
Yeah.
It is good. Lucas Phillips with the score. Let's check our...
Goodness.
I was almost going to say scoring recap. Greg's not ready.
I can do it.
Greg can't keep up. He can't keep up.
Well, we'll check on it in just a moment. Let's go to our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard update with Travis Lane. Travis?
In-game scoreboard.
Travis Lane back with your Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard with some more updates. Cedar Bluff over North Sand Mountain 6-0. Southside leading Fort Payne 3-0. Madison County over New Hope 6-0. Douglas leading Scottsboro 7-3, and Gunnersville on top of Sardis 14 goose egg. I'll be back at halftime right here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Thank you, Travis. Again, we're following several games tonight throughout the Fun Radio broadcast area. One of the games apparently so far that has not yet to get underway is Arab and Brewer. We're continuing to monitor that weather situation there. Lightning delay is what we are told. Return on by Hillis.
That Scottsboro-Douglas game is an interesting score also, 7-3 Douglas.
Let's check the Allstate Insurance scoring recap here with Greg Mears. Greg?
All right, that was a 37-yard drive. It took 2 plays. Sawyer Watkins took it in from 17 yards out, and it took 56 seconds to get it there. Extra points good, 42-0.
I almost felt like I was going to have to tell you watch your mouth before you give it.
No, I'm done with the mistakes tonight.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Asbury will go to work, moving left to right as you listen. Low snap. Quarterback Hillis digs it out of the dirt. He'll take it off the left side. Here's a positive gain of 6 yards down to the 35-yard line. It's their longest play, I believe, at least on the ground for the Asbury Rams. Had a pass play earlier that went for about 12 to 13, but that's their longest play on the ground here, JJ.
Yeah, and I think maybe at this point they may be pulling out of negative yardage for the game so far. But, yeah, you got to build off this. Just make positive plays.
That'd be a tough hill to climb out of, too. Second down, no gain on the play. The Red Devil defensive line and linebackers collapse everything. Third down upcoming. In on the pile for the Red Devils, Logan Ashley, the 5'9", 152-pound senior.
They're still getting unraveled.
My goodness, what a pile.
My goodness.
Well, I don't know. I remember if it was JJ or Drew that mentioned, but these young guys are playing against seniors and big seniors. So they've got some pretty healthy boys on that line right now, and they're more than holding their own.
Yeah, they are. They're
Absolutely.
taking the heat break timeout for the midway point of the second quarter at 6:58 left to go here in the second quarter. 42-0 our score. Red Devils on top on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies, designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
So much for the heat break timeout. They started running the clock right in the middle of the timeout, and we resume play here on third down. Hillis looked to throw. He'll end up tucking it, keeping it, and getting brought down a yard short of the line to gain. At the 38, they need the 39. Fourth down and one upcoming. And at this point, down 42-0, second quarter, midway point of it. What do you got to lose? I say go for it here for your Coach Harris.
Yep. I mean, with your punter and the way you've punted and also the two punt returns, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point in another 10-yard punt or a return for a touchdown?
Well, they've made some positive gains offensively, so why not?
Fourth down and one, and that indeed appears to be the case. Heavy package in there on the left side. He'll take it right up the gut instead of following the heavy package, but I think he's got enough for the first down.
I say first down.
Right at the 40. I mean, that knows that football will get spotted just past it, but it is a first down. Now they're going to take a timeout. This will be the heat break.
Yeah, the other one was for an injury.
Okay, makes sense. Did not see the injury. Heat break timeout, 5:43 left to go in this first half. You're listening to Fyffe Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Sonic Radio. What's up? This is Sonic RDIO. That spells radio. I'm your host, the CIO. Little riddle for you. What is crispy, salty, and begging to be dipped? If you said Sonic's all new groovy fries, you were correct. Hot and crispy, perfectly salted, and carved into a groovy shape that's perfect for scooping up creamy, groovy sauce. If you said my very sunburned Aunt Shelby on the dance floor, you are also correct. All new groovy fries. Live free, eat Sonic. See menu for details.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC. Accounting, bookkeeping consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC. Accounting, Bookkeeping Consultants in Fyffe and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
This is the new home of the Fyffe Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back here after the heat break timeout. On the carry for the Rams, Aaron Torres, the 5'10", 160-pound junior. He'll gain 2 yards, bring up second down and 8 for the Rams. And, boy, there's that wind again. And so far, it hasn't affected anything kicking-wise, at least where the Red Devils are concerned. Not much in the way of passing either to totally speak of being affected by it. Second down and yeah, open up that window. You might need a little air over there.
I'm the only one that needed the heat break.
Second down. Looking to pass, throws it into. I don't know where he threw it. Ended up on the ground, but I thought for a moment a Red Devil defender had it in his gut. I thought Ethan Hill had it hit him in the gut at 6 foot, 151 pounds as a sophomore. It'll be third down.
Either hit him in the gut or hit him in the back.
Third down. They actually can say third down and 7. They gave an extra yard at the end of that last play on that second down.
The positive is that it was not a negative play.
Yeah.
Yep. Clock is stopped with the incomplete pass. We've seen them run this clock in times they're not supposed to and then stop it when, honestly, you're probably just asking them to run it. If you're both coaching staffs here, Coach Harris and Coach Benefield. Up 42-0, the Red Devils working defensively. And hello, Freeman again gets in here. Brings down Hillis. 4th down. No gain on the play.
Looked like a option type play, and the quarterback should have handed that thing off, but he kept it and ran.
Got into number 60.
Yeah.
Draven Posey gets credit for the tackle.
You think old Draven Posey will get some carries tonight? I mean, he did last year.
We'll see. Coach Benefield giving instruction to his return man. Back deep to field the punt.
Don't run it back for a touchdown.
We need to run some offensive plays.
And that's a third punt returner for the Red Devils back there. That'll be Connor Hutcherson, 5'10", 150.
Oh, boy.
And now whistles. Confusion down there, confusion up here. Delay a game called against Asbury.
Game called against Asbury. Backs them up 5.
Finish the line on Connor. Connor is 5'10", 150. Listed as a running back and a defensive back. He is a junior for this Fyffe Red Devil squad.
Now, has not Connor grown about 3 or 4 inches? A little bit taller, I think.
I would think so.
I know what Coach told him now.
Connor's going to stay away from it, and it'll roll dead at about the 24-yard line, maybe the 24 and a half.
Coach told him to stay away from it.
You okay over there, Greg? But you got to put your headset on to talk, you know.
Greg,
I'm fighting a little bit of a chest cold, I admit it. So sorry about that, gentlemen.
I just wanted to check on you. You kind of
now I know
like
why
you might have been dying over there.
Now I know why you turned that air conditioner off.
I
thought
told you.
just suffered from poor circulation.
Hey, when you get old, you got no blood running through your bones, and you get kind of chilly.
Well, Greg, I apologize. Then. Turn that air
That's
off.
like elder abuse in here.
First down and 10. Back to the game we go. Here's Logan Ashley on a carry. Right side. Slides through one attempted tackle. Will slide through another hand. Logan Ashley's gone. 76 yards down the right sideline. Touchdown, Red Devils. Logan Ashley this time. His first touchdown of the season.
And again, nobody even close.
I don't think anybody touched him. Might have got a finger on him as he went by.
Drew, we're going to give you next week the job of holding the speedometer. So when any of these guys break one of these long runs down the sideline, we can clock them.
See how fast they're booty scooting?
Yep. 2:55 remaining in the first half. Fyffe up 48-0. Lucas Phillips will be on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Maddox Doss. Phillips' kick is up. Phillips' kick is good. 49-0. Red Devils on top on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection. Score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
Need a car, but don't have enough for a down payment? Ace Auto Sales has an awesome layaway program where you can pay a little and get a lot. At Ace Auto Sales, every car now has a warranty. Struggling to get a car due to past credit issues? Look no further. We've got your keys to a quality car regardless of your history. Ace Auto Sales has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Fyffe on Highway 75 and in Gadsden on Megan Boulevard. Family owned and operated, treating you like family. Browse our inventory at aceautosalesonline.com. That's aceautosalesonline.com.
Fyffe Red Devil football now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back as we have just had kickoff take place a moment ago, and it's down at the 16-yard line. 49-0 our score. Red Devils on top. Greg, let's check the Allstate Insurance scoring recap.
One play, Logan Ashley, 76 yards, took 15 seconds to get that into pay dirt.
It's almost a Logan Anderson run.
It is.
First down and 10 at their own 16. Handoff, trying to go far side. wrangled down in the backfield, nowhere to go, crunched up, banged up Tyshawn Willis on the carry and on the tackle for the Red Devils. That'll be Jackson Godwin, the 5'9", 136-pound freshman, digging deep into the roster now. Second down and 16 upcoming at the 10-yard line for the Rams with 2 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in a near 50-burger first half for the Red Devils, 1 point away.
And it's the young ones playing, too. It's not been starters.
Second down, 16 to go. Play clock down to 8. Movement on the line up front, no flags.
The quarterback was telling him to move. I'm not sure.
Give, draw, middle. He'll get about 4 yards. Third down and about 12 to go. And now another injury timeout on the field. At this point, this is getting a tad heartbreaking to watch. Let's take the break for the injury timeout. Fyffe up 49-0 over the Rams of Asbury on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Celebrate the start of football season with your favorite boneless wings from your favorite restaurant, Applebee's in Fort Payne. 50-cent wings are back and better than ever. Step inside, stay a while, and watch the big game with us while chowing down on America's favorite boneless wings. Or spice up your watch party by ordering them for delivery or to go. Applebee's, serving up football and America's favorite boneless wings for only 50 cents each. Order now at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, cow trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fyffe Red Devils on Fun Radio.
The injured player for the Asbury Rams, best we can tell, James Lopez Reyes. You've heard us call his name a bit tonight because he's had to handle punting duties a lot tonight. Also handling the left side of that line at left guard. And the big frame of Lopez Reyes, 5'6", but 280 pounds, and he's slowly walking towards the sideline with the Fyffe trainer still over there with him. Trainer Brad, third down and 12. Quarterback lined up in the gun. He'll hand it off. Trying to take it left side. Finds a little wiggle room of about a 3-yard gain. Fourth down and 9 to go. Maybe give him 4 yards, make it fourth down and 8. Let's be generous, fourth down and 8.
Adam, Trainer Brad sounds like when you're young playing the Pokemon games and you walk past the trainer and they want to challenge you and says, Trainer Brad has challenged you to a battle.
Oh my!
What a nerd!
You would hope
you better. Never mind.
Got it.
Drew says you're one to talk. That's what he's trying to say. In layman's terms.
In a polite
I ain't going
way.
to embarrass you on air. It's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say in a polite way is what he's trying to do.
Oh, boy.
Play clock's down to 2. They've not even gotten lined up. Down to 1. And a whistle from the far sideline. Coach Matt Harris is going to pop a timeout. I didn't think he had any left, but apparently he does. We'll keep it right here for the 25.7 seconds that are left on the first half clock. We'll check in the halftime break with Travis Lane from our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard. Don't forget, coming up here in just a few moments of the clock, Drew Sims will chat with the head football coach of the Fyffe Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. And it's our Coaches Chat, once again, presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. Drew, give me just a rough estimate of what you expect Coach to tell you.
Probably not much. I mean, I don't know. What do you say? What do you say when a game's like this? I don't know. We'll see.
We could ask the South Alabama radio crew from last night.
Well,
I've got JD By. I've got a way to contact JD Byers, their voice of the Jags.
I may need it for after the game.
I may need to work on our comedy a little more.
Well.
So, Greg's not
100%.
He's not 100% tonight.
I can't carry you guys all the time.
There it is, one-liner. It almost took us a full half, but we got it in. Here's a punt, left-footed punt, I do believe, and it'll roll out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Just the clock right now.
I think they are. Oh, dadgummit.
That's what you get for opening your mouth.
Broadcaster's curse.
I'm going to stick my head in over. Hey, clock keeper, come on, help us out here.
He has a lot.
Help a brother out.
Maddox Doss, Bryson Green in there, Hunter Latham, Ryder Smith. By the way, a lot of that's off of memory here.
Who gets to score now?
Now Hunter Latham will come out. Maddox Doss will now be accompanied by Sawyer Watkins. Also running off will be Ryder Smith. And the seniors and the starters will begin to make their way towards the locker room. Maddox will take the snap. Maddox will take the knee. That'll be the way the first half ends. Here comes our coaches chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Drew Sims meeting the head football coach of the Red Devils at the 35. Drew?
Coach, what are some things you saw in that first half that you liked?
We got a lot of people playing. Got a lot of people on the field.
Thanks, Coach.
Again, what do you say in the way that this first half has gone? It's, well, to be frank, it kind of speaks for itself. That's our coaches chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Elevating and protecting your vehicle at Southern Ceramic Solutions. Give them a call today. But not right now. We're focusing on a ball game. Fyffe is up 49-0 as we have hit the halftime break. Coming up in just a few moments, we will break it down, plus give you the homecoming court presentation. You're listening to Fyffe Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Aligned Label, making your ideas stick.
When it comes to protecting all that you've worked hard for, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? I'm Allstate Agent Casey Price, and I'm the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all of your stuff. I proudly served those in Alabama, but I can now help protect all of Georgia and Tennessee. From your home, car, rental properties, and ATVs, to your life, retirement, and business insurance, I can help with it all. Give Megan and I a call today at 256-638-7910, or stop by my office in Rainsville and see us. Are you in good hands?
Now it's time for the Applebee's Halftime Show on 92.7 HD2. Presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome to the Applebee's Halftime Report. Let's throw it down to the public address announcer for the recognition of the Homecoming Court 2024.
Stella Ray is a member of the Student Government Association. She also loves competing in competitive cheer for the Southern Force team in ARAB. Her future plans include cheering in college and starting her own business. She hopes in her spare time to invest in other young girls who love cheer and gymnastics, and to also become a cheer coach. Stella Ray is a member of the Church of Highlands. Ladies and gentlemen, 7th grade attendant Stella Ray Wilkes. 8th grade attendant Maylene Burt. Maylene is the daughter of Sindel and Stacy Burt. She is escorted by Braxton Farmer. Maylene is a member of the Junior Beta Club and is the treasurer for the 8th grade class. She has earned multiple academic awards throughout her years in school. Her future plans are to take dual enrollment courses and to attend college at the University of Alabama. She plans to earn her bachelor's in teaching and achieve her dream of teaching 7th grade math. Maylene enjoys bass fishing, hiking, and exploring nature. She looks forward to Sunday morning service at her church. Ladies and gentlemen, 8th grade attendant Maylene Burt. Freshman attendant Audrey Howell. Audrey is the daughter of Heather and Barry Howell. She is escorted by Kobe Cox. Audrey is a member of the FHS varsity cheer team, was a member of the 2023 competition cheer team, and assisted the team in bringing home a state championship in both game day and traditional routines. Audrey is secretary of the freshman class and is a member of the Fyffe Church of God youth group. Audrey plans to attend the cosmetology program at Tech School and continue her education at Northeast Community College. Audrey would like to thank her classmates for voting her as homecoming attendant and to say, "Go Big Red." Ladies and gentlemen, freshman attendant Audrey Howell. Sophomore attendant Shelby Sisk. Shelby is the daughter of Sarah Shamley and Kevin Sisk. She is escorted by Brady Willingham. Shelby is a member of the Fyffe volleyball team, Beta Club, and Pep Club. She is also a class officer and the FFA secretary. Shelby also enjoys attending church. Shelby plans to attend college at Auburn and major in soil sciences. Her goal is to get married and have 2 children. Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore attendant Shelby Sisk. Junior attendant Anna Jones. Anna is the daughter of Dale and Sherry Jones. She is escorted by Clay Evett. Anna has cheered with Fyffe Cheer for 4 years. She has helped her team win 2 state titles. Anna is a part of the Senior Beta Club and takes dual enrollment classes at Northeast Alabama Community College. Anna is a member of FCA, FCCLA, Skills USA, and HOSA. Anna plans to attend Northeast Alabama Community College full-time and later transfer to Jacksonville State University to pursue a career as a nurse and hopes to specialize as a nurse anesthetist. She hopes to be successful and raise a happy and healthy family. Anna would like to send a special message to all students to not take school for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, junior attendant Anna Jones. Senior attendant Kaylin Collins. Kaylin is the daughter of Chris and Christy Collins. She is escorted by Dawson McCollum. Kaylin has been a member of the Fyffe Lady Devils volleyball team for 6 years. She made All-County in 2022 and 2023. She is involved in FCA, Senior Beta, and Pep Club. She was chosen to go to Washington, D.C. for the Foundation for Rural Science Service Youth Tour as a junior. She was also selected to represent Fyffe at the San Mount Letcher Co-op Youth Tour competition at the local level. Kaylin plans to continue her education at Northeast Alabama Community College, where she can explore different majors that will lead her to her future career. She trusts in God to guide her as she chooses her path in life. Kaylin has a lifelong dream of being a wife and a mother. Her goal in life is to be a light to others and further the kingdom of God. Kaylin wants to encourage her underclassmen, just as her mother encouraged her, to always live like Jesus and love like Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, senior attendant Kaylin Collins. Senior attendant Emma Dukes. Emma is the daughter of Josh and Jennifer Dukes and the niece of John and Misty Dukes. She is escorted by Will Westmoreland. Emma has been a part of the Fyffe varsity basketball team for 4 years. She is also a member of FCCLA, FCA, HOSA, Skills USA, the Senior Beta Club, and the National Technical Honor Society. Emma plans to graduate high school with her CNA license, phlebotomy license, and technical certificates in both generalized and cardiac patient care. She then plans to attend a 4-year college and graduate with a bachelor's degree in nursing. She plans to pursue a career as a labor and delivery nurse. Emma's advice to younger students is, don't take this time for granted. High school goes by way too fast. Go Big Red. Ladies and gentlemen, senior attendant Emma Dukes. Senior attendant Nevaeh Smith. Nevaeh is the daughter of Daniel and Brandy Smith. She is escorted by Jaden Hammonds. Nevaeh is an active member of the varsity volleyball, softball, and basketball teams. She is also a member of FCA, FBLA, FCCLA, HOSA, and Skills USA. Nevaeh plans to graduate high school with her CNA license, phlebotomy license, and technical certificates in both generalized and cardiac patient care. She then plans to attend college and pursue a career in sonography. Nevaeh would like to say, go seniors and go Big Red. Ladies and gentlemen, senior attendant Nevaeh Smith. The 2024 Homecoming Queen will be crowned by the 2023 Homecoming Queen, Miss Addie Bailey. Addie is the daughter of Brian and Christy Bailey. Addie is currently a student on academic scholarship at Northeast Alabama Community College and is pursuing a business degree. She plans to transfer to Auburn University to finish her bachelor's degree. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Homecoming Queen is Miss Kaylin Collins.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A big congratulations to Kaylin Collins, the winner of the 2024 Homecoming Court. Congratulations, Kaylin, from the Red Devil Radio Show and Fun 92.7 FM. Let's take a break. When we come back, it's the rundown, the Applebee's halftime report. We'll get right into the thick of things and give you a first half breakdown right here on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Celebrate the start of football season with your favorite boneless wings from your favorite restaurant, Applebee's in Fort Payne. 50-cent wings are back and better than ever. Step inside, stay a while, and watch the big game with us while chowing down on America's favorite boneless wings. Or spice up your watch party by ordering them for delivery or to go. Applebee's, serving up football and America's favorite boneless wings for only 50 cents each. Order now at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
You need a place to save to start now. Get along for that first house. Caught in the storms of life or just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fyffe tradition. Owned by 3 generations of Fyffe High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions. Offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spice cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
Fyffe Pharmacy is your hometown Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and personal health needs. Fyffe Pharmacy's focus is on you, providing you with a convenient location, professional and friendly service from a staff that knows how to make your visit pleasant and enjoyable. Located at 44 Blackwell Street, just off Alabama 75 in downtown Fyffe. Fyffe Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Back to the Applebee's halftime show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome back for the Applebee's halftime report presented by Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne. A huge thank you to Applebee's for being with us and our halftime show sponsor this season. Let's dive right into that first half. If the score doesn't tell you all you need to know, let's take a look statistically here, Jeremy Johnson, at what that first half looked like.
Well, it's not as statistically awesome as you would think. A lot of short drives, quite a few punt returns. But leading rusher there is Ryder Gibson with 3 carries for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns. Blake Dobbins, 1 carry for 5 yards and a touchdown. And then previous to that carry, he completed a pass, completed the pass for 26 yards. You have Everett DeBoard with 1 rush for 7 yards, and Bryce Tothero, 8-yard rush. Sawyer Watkins, 37 yards rushing with a touchdown, and then Logan Ashley with 1 run for 76 yards and a touchdown. And I want to make sure I get the name here. I'm sorry. The catch was Harrison made
Cooper
that
Harrison.
Cooper Harrison made that 26-yard catch to set up the touchdown. So full game, or so far total. We are looking at 205 total yards, which is actually more than what I expected. But
only because that Fyffe has started in opponent's territory virtually all night long here, Greg. What impressed you about that first half from the Fyffe Red Devils?
Well, that it wasn't the starters. I mean, that was I don't know how many different people we called names that we haven't called this year, honestly. And again, that's something that's always made Fyffe, what Fyffe is being able to play these young kids in games. But this went from the opening kickoff. So, I mean, again, this is just a great opportunity for them. And they're hungry. They've taken it right to Asbury seniors and their starters, and they've just proved that they wanted to show everybody who they are and what they're capable of.
Drew, as Coach Benefield said, the thing that he took away was pretty much everybody is getting a chance in this one, and JJ mentioned it earlier, these are crucial minutes nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he coaches more and harder when the game's like this than when he does when the games are close, because not necessarily, a lot of the seniors, they kind of know, and your starters know what's going on a lot more often, but your unclassmen, your second and third string guys, they kind of come in and, I don't want to say off the street, but, a lot of them haven't played a lot of football, so they got to get in the game to learn.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you set for the start of the third quarter. This is the Applebee's halftime report. Fyffe up 49-0 over the Asbury Rams on homecoming on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Celebrate the start of football season with your favorite boneless wings from your favorite restaurant, Applebee's in Fort Payne. 50-cent wings are back and better than ever. Step inside, stay a while, and watch the big game with us while chowing down on America's favorite boneless wings. Or spice up your watch party by ordering them for delivery or to go. Applebee's, serving up football and America's favorite boneless wings for only 50 cents each. Order now at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Looking for quality tires and wheels? Head to Guffey Tire and Wheel at 1811 Gold Avenue South in Fort Payne. We offer a wide selection of new and used tires plus OEM and aftermarket wheels to suit any vehicle. Our friendly team of experts is here to help you find the perfect match for your vehicle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Call us today, 256-273-6697. Guffey's Tire and Wheel, driving you towards a safer journey.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the Ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Market on Main is your one-stop shop for women's clothing and gifts in the heart of Fyffe. Discover the latest fashions in game day apparel, all at an affordable price. Gear up for Friday nights under the lights with the Red Devils and find tops, dresses, jeans, jumpsuits, and rompers all on our shelves. Visit us at 1002 Main Street or call 256-623-8503. Don't forget to follow Market on Main on Facebook for specials and new inventory. Market on Main, your style, your community. Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fyffe, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
Back to the Applebee's halftime show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome back as we close out the final few moments of the Applebee's halftime report. 5 seconds or less, guys. Need to see second half here. Drew, I'll start with you.
Every player on the Fyffe roster needs to touch the field.
Greg?
Basically no more injuries from anybody.
JJ?
Yeah, I'd like to see every player on the field and contribute.
That'll do it for the Applebee's halftime report. Third quarter's on the way on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
This has been the Applebee's halftime show, presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood. The second half kickoff is on its way next on Fun Radio.
Celebrate the start of football season with your favorite boneless wings from your favorite restaurant, Applebee's in Fort Payne. 50-cent wings are back and better than ever. Step inside, stay a while, and watch the big game with us while chowing down on America's favorite boneless wings. Or spice up your watch party by ordering them for delivery or to go. Applebee's, serving up football and America's favorite boneless wings for only 50 cents each. Order now at your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
Fyffe Red Devil football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
We get ready to start the third quarter. The third quarter kickoff brought to you each and every week by Fyffe Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy that cares for you and about you. Adam Ward, Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson inside the FTC broadcast booth. Drew Sims as our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. Asbury will kick off left to right to Fyffe. It's going to be a bounce taken by the up man at the 37. I believe that's Logan Ashley on the return, and he'll get down to the 44-yard line. Let's go down to the Ace Auto Sales sideline and check in with Drew. Drew, there's a clock adjustment as expected here for the second half.
Yep. 8-minute running clock for both the third and the fourth quarter, so clock shouldn't stop, barring just if it does stop, it'll just be shortly. So
injuries and timeouts in this case will be the only time. That's usually the way it goes anyway. They'll give him the 45-yard line, probably the brightest 45-yard line or yard marker on this whole field, looking up and down it, just to give you an idea. I mean, it's solid white all the way across. Nobody's hardly touched it. That's why. First down and 10 at the 45. A low snap, digging it out of the dirt. Red Devils pick it up. Hand off. Right side. Nobody. Well, I spoke a little too soon. I jinxed him. There you go. There's my turn at it. His first carry of the night and of the season. Kason White, 5'9", 130, a freshman. JJ, you better start adding some names to that list there. Kason White.
Holy moly.
It's a Liberty Bank first down presented by the bank that's always on your team. That's Liberty Bank, first down and 10 at the Asbury 25. Greg, they started in their own territory. It didn't last long.
No, it sure didn't. One play, and that was on a busted play, too. That was a little bit, I don't know if he dropped the snap or if it was just kind of a little bit low, but kind of made it a little bit slow developing, but he found the hole and busted out around their outside.
First down and 10 at the Asbury 25-yard line. 5 moving right to left. Again, running clock. Almost 2 minutes gone by off an 8-minute running clock at that. Here is a touchdown from the Fyffe Red Devils. Noah Patterson into the ball game.
Number 37,
Noah Patterson strikes for the Red Devils. That's his first varsity score of the year.
Now I'm going to be the one struggling to keep up.
To put Fyffe up 55-0 over the Asbury Rams. On to attempt the extra point. Lucas Phillips. Ball will snap. Maddox got it down. Kick is up by Phillips. It's good. He remains perfect on the night. 56-0. Red Devils on top in a running clock of the third quarter on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Hello, folks. This is Greg Anthony, General Manager of North Country Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Arab, Alabama. My wife, Ash, and I would like to say good luck, Red Devils, and go Big Red. If you want to join a winning team, make the short drive to Arab, Alabama, where you're going to save money, get more for your trade-in, and have lower payments and lower interest rates. So if you want to be part of a winning team, just like the Big Five Red Devils, then make the short drive to Arab, Alabama. North Country Ford in Arab. I'll see you soon.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer deep tissue massages, relaxation and fire cupping, signature facials, chemical peels and hydrofacials, hair removal, injections of both Botox and Juvederm. We customize and personalize your wellness journey. So call us today at Pennies from Heaven Spa, where you come to get away at 256-638-9772 or 256-638-9SPA.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Little hesitation there on the return team from the Asbury Rams. Got past him as he did attempt to make a play on the ball, rolled past him. Then he thought it was going to go into the end zone. JJ turned back around just to have to run and grab it because it was going to die at the half-yard line, therefore remain a live ball.
Yeah, that's not the position you want to end up in, is grabbing that ball on the 1-yard line, trying to make something out of it. I don't think these guys want to field that ball.
First down and 10 at their own 8-yard line. Asbury will go to work for the first time this half. Moving left to right. Quarterback standing with his heel just nipping the goal line. He'll hand it off, draw up the middle. Gain of about, we'll give him a generous 3 yards. Second down and about 7. No, they're going to give him 4. Let's make it second down and 6 upcoming. Let's check that Allstate Insurance scoring recap, Greg. You're way on the other end now.
Yeah, I got a little chilly down there. But that was a total of 55 yards, I believe it was, 2 plays, and Noah Patterson took it in from 25 yards out. Took a hold because of the running clock. It took 2 minutes, and it's 56-0.
Allstate Insurance and agent Casey Price in Rainsville, are you in good hands? The score well in good hands of the Red Devils here on homecoming. It'll be a celebration nonetheless, mainly because Fyffe will go up 2-0 in region play. A short gain here of about 1.5 yards, maybe 2, picked up by Caden Stanfield to bring up 3rd down and 5. And for those listening that may have chosen to stay at home to stay out of the weather, don't forget the homecoming dance tomorrow from 7 to 10 up here at Fyffe. Open to Fyffe students only, grades 9 through 12. If your student bought a ticket, that was worth $20. The last day to buy them was today. Remind your student they have to get semi-formally dressed up. Quarterback going to look to run now. Hillis after looking to throw, and he took a pop from 3 Red Devils. Goodness gracious.
I don't know about it.
Stephen Gilbert, 6 foot, 160-pound freshman in on the stop for the Red Devils. It's a first down, Drew.
Yeah, kind of. You got the short guys in the game. You're going to get hit in the legs.
Well, really
Hillis
like
is favoring his leg, too.
Really like what I'm seeing out of these guys, though. They're out here throwing their bodies around, gang tackle right there, playing hard.
A lot of these guys, these freshmen, play on that JV squad that's only 7th through 9th grade, and any 9th grader that starts on varsity does not see JV action. But a lot of these freshmen are young bucks that end up playing on Mondays and Tuesdays. So this is valuable action for those times as well, not just in varsity action. And Hillis is getting popped and spun around and popped again as he loses a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Where's the white towel?
56-0 our score. Under 3 to go in the 3rd. Listen, we joke and the game is what it is, but I want to give credit where credit is due. Coach Matt Harris, these Asbury Rams, they're just not rolling out just the helmet saying, okay, go do something. There is some effort being put in. And, again, everybody knew this coming in. This is a teachable moment. It's not just moment. It's moments in a game.
Yep.
And this is how you improve. This is how you get better, by playing guys like this. Gain of about 2 on a carry. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Correction, 3rd down and 9 to go.
Number 14,
Stanfield on the carry. He's a little slow moving around now. He still has the football in his hands. He doesn't want to give it back to the ref. Now he does. Now he's going to come off the field, looks like, and that almost looks like a happy jog, to be honest with you.
Energy level.
I know.
Energy level went up.
We were just talking about how the effort they were giving.
I know. There was a lot of effort shown coming off the
to
field.
get off the field.
3rd down and 9.
We're sorry.
We're just calling it as it's happening, folks.
It's tough to watch.
Hello and good night. Wow.
KO.
What a hit in the backfield. Who is that little guy?
42.
That is Jackson Godwin, 5'9", 136, a freshman.
Yeah.
Bringing down the tailback for a loss of 4 to bring up 4th down and 13. Wow, he came shooting out of there like a rocket, JJ.
Yeah, that was a heck of a tackle. Wow. Maximizing your minutes. Make the most of it while you're out there.
What is it they say, maximum effort?
Yeah.
Well, these young bucks have certainly been putting it in.
That was Deadpool, Adam.
They'll be bragging.
You just can't be watching those movies, Adam.
4th down and 14 to go, and they'll punt it away, and it'll die at the 38-yard line like a dead duck. And they're going to let the clock run.
Running clock, baby.
You'll be talking about that tackle next week in class. Did you see him make that tackle?
Wouldn't you?
I would too.
Yeah.
He's made more tackles than I have.
Play clock is not going to run here. Does not look like. So if I'm Coach Benefield, I'm just going to go ahead and continue this conversation and take you to the 4th quarter. It looks like that's going to be the case. We'll take the break into the 3rd. 5:56, Asbury nothing on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank. PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Petals Flower Shop supports Big Red and is hometown owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. It's that hometown connection that makes doing business with Petals so personable. Jennifer understands what her clients need because she's hometown proud. Petals Flower Shop has a variety of beautiful fresh and silk flowers with daily deliveries for funerals, weddings, or any special event. Remember, flowers are for special people too, not just occasions. Call 256-623-2763, like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook, or stop at their new location at 1160 Main Street in Fyffe. Go Big Red!
A cracked windshield is a constant distraction and a hazard. Let Rainsville Auto Glass replace your windshield and give you peace of mind while on the road. Rainsville Auto Glass can repair power windows and fix annoying chips in the glass too. Repairing auto glass is just part of what Rainsville Auto Glass can do. They can also repair and replace glass in your home, like a cracked living room window. Call Rainsville Auto Glass at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East in Rainsville.
Begin final countdown. Now more Red Devil play-by-play. Fourth quarter. On Fun 92.7.
Well, they ended the third quarter early and jumped right into the fourth quarter. We've already had a first down play, loss of 2 for the Red Devils. A run from Elijah Hamilton, a 5'1", 115-pound freshman. And, folks, he wears number 78.
Love it.
We got to see a few of those carries from some of those gentlemen last year.
I didn't know they made 78 in that small a jersey.
That's pretty loose.
I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, Jeremy Johnson inside the FTC broadcast booth. Drew Sims is our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. Carry up the gut inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line is going to be Jackson Godwin, who scored a touchdown a moment ago. I believe we still have to check his Allstate Insurance scoring recap, Greg.
Oh, let's see here. Again, another 55-yard drive, 2 plays. Again, because of the running clock like we talked about, took 2 minutes, and he ran it in from 25 yards out.
Fyffe were there for, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm fairly positive this is the first third down attempt for Fyffe on the night.
It's the only one I see on the way I read my stats right now. It's got to be.
Third down and 5 from the 34.
I'm the one struggling here.
It's because you're too cold with that wind.
Too cold.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second on the play clock. Here's the snap. Here's a give. Hamilton again, left side. Hamilton trying to make a name for himself here. He'll get a Liberty Bank first down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. It's a Liberty Bank first down. Fyffe converts their first third down of the night. My colleague in the booth, Greg, wants a horse collar call. Greg, do you think they're really going to throw that at this point in the game?
You got to think safety, boys.
Just ask Tua.
Exactly. Oh. And that's what that quarterback looked like a while ago, too. It kind of scared me. No, they dove head first, and it's like, uh-oh.
I don't think they're running as fast.
Bless our hearts.
Running as fast around here as they were last night.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Not hardly.
Oh, my goodness. First down and 10 at the Asbury 17-yard line. 10 seconds left on the play clock. By the way, in-to-play quarterback drill. I'll get you in just a second. Chase Hutcherson, the younger brother of Connor, 5'8", 150 as a freshman. Play clock down to 1, down to 0. He just gets the snap off. Digs it out of the dirt, just does Hutcherson. Gets it inside the 15, down to the 11. Second down and about 4 to go here after about a 6-yard gain. Drew, go ahead with your thought there.
Well, I was going to say we were talking about the NFL a little bit. Maybe Fyffe should take a page out of the Titans coach, what the Titans coach said. After his game Sunday, they said they should have just punted on 1st and 10 every time. So.
Well, that's about as blunt as I've heard of.
He said it.
It's about as blunt as a head coach I've heard since Brian Kelly when he was at Notre Dame.
Well, they were,
in the national championship.
Titans were winning 17-0, and he said maybe we should have just punted it on 1st and 10 every time. We might have won the game.
Oh boy.
56-0 our score. Almost halfway through this fourth quarter, they did not blow the heat break time out in the third, which leads me to believe they won't do it for the fourth either. Chase Hutcherson, the ball carrier, and Chase Hutcherson, the Liberty Bank first down go-getter. And as I say that, there it is. There's
Adam,
the heat break.
Nice job, Adam. Nice
job, Adam.
Fourth quarter, 56-0, 3:50 remaining in the ball game on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major's striking up the band.
and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in Fyffe. Call 256-440-1520 for a quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
Straight Creek Studio is where ideas come to life. Straight Creek Studio offers customized laser engraved gifts and decor for all occasions, engraving wood, acrylics, and more. Let us help you with weddings, birthdays, baby showers, or other events. Give us a call at 256-601-7856 or visit one of our convenient locations in Fyffe and Mentone, Alabama. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Straight Creek Studio or online at straightcreekstudio.com.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Back here after the heat break timeout, possibly the final timeout of the ball game. Chase Hutcherson, the ball carrier, direct snap to him at the quarterback position. He'll go from about the 6-yard line down to the 3, maybe the 4. Let's see where they mark him. They'll put the football down at the 4-yard line. So a gain of about 2, second and goal from the 4-yard line.
This is officially the longest drive of the game. It's been 6 plays.
And for the record, anybody that's listening at home might be looking at the score and wondering why Fyffe is this deep into the red zone and threatening to score. You can't exactly, Drew, tell your 8th graders and 9th graders out there not to do anything.
Well, I mean, the running backs wear number 78. I mean, what else can we do? At some point, Asbury's got to make a tackle.
On the 3rd-string quarterback as well. Here's Chase Hutcherson, the carry again. Chase Hutcherson, the touchdown. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Touchdown.
62-0. This will inevitably be Fyffe's first shutout of the season.
Not so fast, my friend.
Lucas Phillips on to attempt the extra point.
We've had some Adam landmines tonight.
That's exactly right. Kickoff return. Be careful.
Kick is up, and the kick is good from Lucas Phillips on the extra point attempt. It is 63-0. The Red Devils are on top here in the final waning moments of this ball game on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Dreaming of the perfect vacation? Let Travel by Misty and Company take the stress out of planning. With our custom vacation planning, you pick the destination and dates, and we create a getaway tailored just for you. Whether you crave relaxation, adventure, culture, or a mix of it all, we can handle the details so you can enjoy the journey. Ask about our deal of the day and make your dream trip a reality. Visit travelbymisty.com or call 256-996-1614. Travel by Misty and Company, where your dream vacation starts.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email Marla at voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
Fyffe Red Devil football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
We've got less than a minute left in the action here at Paul Benefield Stadium. Possibly one more play upcoming from Asbury. Let's check the Allstate Insurance scoring recap.
That was a 7-play drive. It took 2 minutes and 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Chase Hutcherson took it in from 4 yards out.
Low snap, digging it out of the dirt into the gut of the tailback. It goes, Aaron Torres, and that should be, I say, the final play of the game. Fyffe is waiting at the 50-yard line to walk out. Now a timeout. Timeout taken by Asbury. And I look down towards the Fyffe sideline, and the coaches are looking at each other like, wait, what?
At this point, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you, and again, might there be somebody that he just wants to get in the game that hadn't, that he's trying to get somebody in there?
Let's fit in at least one of our sponsors here during this timeout. Fyffe up 63-0 on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
Asbury will get one more play in. And on the tackle for the Red Devils off the run is going to be Kason White, 5'9", 130, a freshman. The buzzer sounds. That is the end of the game. Mercifully tonight, the final score 63-0. Red Devils earn their first shutout win of the season. And more importantly, move to 2-0 in region play. And for the first time this season, they also have a winning record on the books. We'll take a break as we have the Northeast Alabama Community College postgame wrap-up coming your way next. It's 8:38 here on a Football Friday homecoming evening. You're listening to Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM HD2, and the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV. Back in just a moment for the NACC postgame wrap-up.
Digging a ditch isn't easy. When it comes to trenching and plumbing, trust the pros at Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. With over 25 years of experience, Marcus Wilkes and his team install underground utilities and plumbing for residential, agricultural, and commercial properties. As a family-owned business, Wilkes & Sons now offers construction plumbing and service plumbing for water heaters and more. If you need reliable water distribution systems, Wilkes & Sons is the name to call. Call 256-899-4552 for a free estimate. Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing. We dive into the dirt so you don't have to work.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fyffe Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
50 words to describe 50 taters. Delicious, tasty, mouth-watering food heaven. Well, there are many more words, but to experience comfort food in a casual dining atmosphere, stop in at 50 Taters. From loaded taters that are legendary in North Alabama to sizzling steaks, tantalizing barbecue plates, burgers, and simply irresistible salads, the choices are endless. Fill up before the big game at 50 Taters in Rainsville at 770 East Main Street. Open Wednesday through Saturday 11 to 8 and Sundays 11 till 2:30. 50 Taters. It's taterific.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the Diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
Now it's time for the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
It's a glorious homecoming night as the Red Devils emerge victorious 63-0 over the Asbury Rams. A shortened game. It's the NACC post-game wrap-up here on Fun Radio. It's time to go down to the field for our coaches chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. Drew Sims is standing by with Coach Paul Benefield.
Coach, a lot of names that we haven't got to call this season yet. What's some things you look for when those guys get in the game?
Really some of them surprised me there in that second half. Playing physical and hitting, so, maybe they're learning and getting better.
Coach, second region win of the year, next week being what it is, how do you prepare your team going forward?
We're just going to keep working on Fyffe. We got after each other pretty good Monday and Tuesday, and we will again.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
This is the 396th total win in program history for the Fyffe Red Devils. and I've already put up my prep sheet to make sure that I get this right. This is also Coach Paul Benefield's, and I lost it. There it is, 308th career win as the Fyffe head football coach and 353rd all-time as a head football coach overall. Looking forward to next week as region play continues on the mountain of Brindley, where the Lions will welcome in the Red Devils to the Lions Den. It'll be Fyffe's third road trip in the first 4 weeks of the season. And, oh, by the way, they have another road trip after that in a shortened week against Coosa on a Thursday night. But let's go ahead and begin sort of the breakdown of this game. And as I'm joined again by Greg Mears and Jeremy Johnson inside the FTC broadcast booth. This was total domination from start to finish, Greg. I don't think we expected anything less.
No, not at all. And even with, again, not the first string in there from the very kickoff, you knew that this was kind of going to be the inevitable outcome. But just to reiterate what Coach said, these young guys are out there. They were hitting. They were physical all the way to the end. I mean, they wanted to go out and prove themselves, and they did a great job doing it.
JJ, for the Asbury Rams side of things, you always look for positives. I would be very much interested to go sit in with Coach Matt Harris and see what the positives were that he's taking away out of this. Let's put on the coaching hat for a moment, since you love to wear hats.
Well,
and tell me, if you're Coach Harris, you look at the film later on, but you just a raw look at the team right now as he's addressing his squad on the 30-yard line across the way. What do you think here? What's positives that you take away?
Well, I mean, they had some positive offensive plays. A few of them connected on a good pass. A few plays there. Really, it's just you just got to point. Sometimes you just got to point out what's not right, and be blunt honest with someone. And for me, if I'm Coach Harris, I'll be honest with you. I'm questioning some of the effort that I saw on the field. Got a couple of senior or key players that played hard, but it takes more than one or two players. And that's not me trying to be disrespectful, but if I'm Coach Harris, I'm looking at that, because that's the only way they're going to get better, is to say, look, this is how we need to perform to have a better showing each week.
Yeah, well, we talked about what you needed to do at the beginning of the game to be in this game, and I think it's the exact opposite of what we said. You had to not be afraid, and I think, honestly, they were beat way before they stepped on the field, and they weren't competitive because of that.
Yeah, I do, and that's no slight toward those kids.
No, not at all.
I mean, heck, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to go out there, But you can't be afraid, and there has to be a competitive spirit there. That I may go down, but I'm gonna go down knowing that I gave what I had the best I could. Something Coach Glenn Hicks, who was a basketball coach at North Sand Mountain during their heyday, he said something, because they run the Paul Westfall offense, which was a lot of pressure, full court pressure the whole game. And Coach Westfall told him one of the hardest things to do is to get players who think they're giving all they got to understand that they're not, and to raise that level. And I think that's what the challenge for Coach Harris is. That hey, you guys think you're giving that 100%, but we got to realize that you're not. And you look across the field from who we just played, and you see what effort was out of our underclassmen, who I was really impressed with. So again, this is a good teaching moment. Like, look, you see the effort that they gave, we didn't match that. And, let's work on being able to do that week in and week out.
There's always more to give. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Fyffe side of things and sort of bounce off of what Coach Benefield told Drew there, as well as take one final look at our Rainsville Autoglass in-game scoreboard. Fyffe wins at 63-0 here on the Fun Radio Sports Network in the NACC postgame wrap-up.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College. Hi, I'm Adam Ward, and my career got started at Northeast Alabama Community College. NACC offers the lowest tuition rates in the state and guarantees class transfers within Alabama. Customize your schedule with flexible classes and fast-track certificate programs with new online options and hybrid learning. This fall, explore the new Workforce Development Center with expanded programs and cheer on the Mustangs on the diamond in their first ever softball season. Kickstart your future at NACC.edu.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies, designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Sonic Radio. What's up? This is Sonic RDIO. That spells radio. I'm your host, the CIO. Little riddle for you. What is crispy, salty, and begging to be dipped? If you said Sonic's all new groovy fries, you were correct. Hot and crispy, perfectly salted, and carved into a groovy shape that's perfect for scooping up creamy, groovy sauce. If you said my very sunburned Aunt Shelby on the dance floor, you are also correct. All new groovy fries. Live free, eat Sonic. See menu for details.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
Now back to the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Before we get into the final remnants of the post-game wrap-up, let's go ahead and throw it back to the studio for a look at our Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard. Final update of the night from Travis Lane inside the studios. Give us the latest. This might be a couple of moments behind on what's actually happening in real life, but we'll give you the best we can. Here's Travis Lane in the studio. Travis?
In-game scoreboard. Here's your Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard update. Spring Garden over Woodville, 21-0. Collinsville on top of Whitesburg Christian, 34-0. Plainview over DAR, 42-0. Sparkman leading Albertville, 24-6. Valley Head over Eider, 29-0. And North Sand Mountain leading Cedar Bluff, 7-6. I'm Travis Lane, and I'll catch you back soon on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Well, that'll do it for our Rainsville Auto Glass in-game scoreboard updates on the evening. Let's talk about the Fyffe side of things just for a moment. When Coach Schmidt was talking to Drew a moment ago, Greg, one of the things that he mentioned was he was a little surprised, but pleasantly surprised by the effort of those young bucks, especially in the second half, playing hard, hitting as hard as they were hitting. And that's always a wonderful boast to hear about from your head football coach, especially when you are talking about freshmen who don't normally see the field.
Yeah, they weren't afraid. And, again, they were doing that against, Asbury starters. It wasn't like they were doing it in the last 2 minutes of the game against, other freshmen. They were doing it out there against seniors. And they had no fear, man. They were going out and they were punishing people.
Yeah, they really were. And one other thing, too, that I just noticed, and we've had this same roster since the start of the season. Coach Benefield, Drew, normally brings up one, maybe two at most, eighth graders at least on the roster to allow them to dress out, even though they mainly play JV, and generally it's for games like this. We do not have one single eighth grader on the roster, and probably for the first time in many years we didn't have to have an extra roster sent to us because of the 46-man roster that Fyffe has here. This was an opportunity to get a bunch. I think at one point we had all freshmen, maybe with one senior mixed in there. How big is that? You were one of those young bucks. I think we talk about this nearly every time this happens, but you were one of those young bucks at a time. Tell me what that's like for a young freshman to not only see a couple of downs in a ball game, but really see substantiated playing time.
Well, I mean, I know we kind of laugh and joke during their playing time, but it matters to them. It really does. Those kids come and they put in the work all summer just the same as the seniors do, and they put in the work all off season that the seniors do. And yeah, they're younger, and they haven't done it as long. But at the same time, that needs to pay off with game time, and game time is their time to come in and make a statement. And there was like Coach said, there was a few of them that I think has made a clear statement that I'm here and I want to play.
Right. Before we give you the final comments on the evening and prepare you for what does lie ahead next week at Brindley Mountain, JJ, when I went and I briefly spoke on this earlier in the pregame show, one of the things that I got to do was take a tour. The welcome wagon was most assuredly and rolled out for me when I showed up to speak with Coach Matt Harris earlier this week. And one of the things that I was pleasantly surprised by was the fact that he did what he did. He literally waited on me at the door, took me on a tour of the facility, handed me a drink, and said, "Could you use something?" I mean, I met a few of the players, very kind and cordial. Seems like they're a very respectful program. What did you say?
Yeah, and we've talked about it before we came back on and stuff, and one of the things that we all noticed, but I noticed it, is 5 players customarily sing the alma mater. Right here, the Asbury team stayed on the field. They were in a line as if they were singing their own, and they were facing this way. And, that to me, that says a lot because, we love to win football games, and we see a lot of them here at Fyffe, and I think, excellence and some of the things that's being taught, in Fyffe is really important. It's missing a lot today.
Yeah.
But then you got programs like Asbury with Coach Harris, and they're from appearance here, they're teaching those same things that'll translate over into life. To have respect for your opponents, and things of that nature. And there's, we love sports and we all want to win, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that are more important than winning and losing. And Coach Harris, credit to him and the Asbury Rams for little things, right?
Yeah.
Not leaving a mess over on the sideline. There's a lot of things. So credit to them for having a lot of class in a pretty tough ball game to begin.
Tough situation to navigate. It'll be yet another potentially tough situation to navigate next week as Fyffe will go on the road once again for the third time in 4 games to Brindley Mountain to battle Coach Jake Pittman in his first season as the head coach after Coach Bailey leaves after only 1 year with the program. This is a kind of a 2-game stretch here, Greg, where if you're Fyffe, you really can't get lulled to sleep, especially talking about the starters. You cannot afford to get lulled to sleep by this 2-game stretch here.
No, you can't. I mean, you got to stay sharp. You got to stay in game shape. And like Coach said, they'll beat on each other a little bit on Monday and Tuesday, but there's still nothing like game action. So, like you say, it's going to be tough to try to manage that playing time, but he's always done a fantastic job with it. So,
all right, well, that's next week. We'll be back on the air on Fun 92.7 FM HD2 for the call of the game, beginning at 6 p.m., kickoff at 7, also on Facebook, YouTube, and the X app for your smart devices. Don't forget about it. We're on the Spaces now because they want me to pay that $15, $20. I'm not going to do that, but they allow us to do Spaces for free, so we can do that. And check us out. Tell everybody to give us a follow. I would dare say we had one of the more entertaining broadcasts in North Alabama tonight for certain. But especially from a one-liner over there who's hacking up a lung and still finding a way
I'm really
to,
concerned. I'm really concerned about Greg.
You going to take him to the doctor?
Well, we're going to the pharmacy to get some Formula 44 for him.
I was going to say, since I lost one of my lungs, I've cut my smoking in half.
Well, don't forget tomorrow on Fun 92.7 FM HD1, the Alabama Crimson Tide. It's an 8 a.m. pregame show because they'll take on the Badgers of Wisconsin up in Camp Randall beginning at 11 a.m. with the kickoff. That's on Fox. Turn down Gus Johnson. Turn up Fun Radio and catch Chris Stewart with the call of the game on Fun Radio beginning at 8 a.m. The final tonight, 563, Asbury 0. For Drew Sims, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter, Greg Mears, and Jeremy Johnson, I'm Adam Ward from Paul Benefield Stadium bidding you so long, everyone. Farewell, and as always, go Big Red.
You have been listening to Fyffe Red Devil Football on Fun 92.7 HD2. Brought to you by
Fifty Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, Fyffe Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, Market on Main Clothing and Gifts, South State Realty, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, North Country, Ford Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Arab, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, Pedals Flower Shop, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Allstate Insurance and Agent Casey Price, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, Guffey & Sons Wrecker Service and Guffey's Tire and Wheel, Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, Travel by Misty & Company, the Town of Fyffe, and Mayor Paul Cagle, the Clarkson Law Firm, Straight Creek Studio, Southern Ceramic Solutions, Wilkes & Sons Trenching and Plumbing, and by First State Bank.
Fyffe Red Devil Football. Online at fun927.com. On the Red Devil Facebook.